feeling like I'm on the run. Live every day just the same. This rock star with no fame, the way it is for everyone. God knows that if I try, I might be able to get by as one of the ones. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. So I drove off to Atlanta, looking for some home-cooked food. Well, the people, they turned away. Yeah, they had nothing to say. Man, I thought it was kind of rude. Maybe if I was their kin, they might just let me in and put me in the right kind of mood. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. God knows that if I try, I'll get back home alive, never have to leave again. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. Bring me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home to Boston.
I had no idea you could milk a cat.
Oh, yeah, you can milk anything with nipples.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Coming to you live from Studio 5, high atop the Meadowbrook Building in Metro West Massachusetts. It's the Wicked Pisser Show.
Hello, good evening. It is 9 p.m. And that's still very loud, but there you go. It is 9 p.m. It is March 28th, 2018. It is show number 96. I'm Byron.
I'm Barbara.
I'm Patty Cakes.
And I'm Tiffany.
And I am fucking loud. Look at your eyes.
Yes.
Looking out of his head.
You need to be louder. You can turn me down a little bit.
Okay, am I louder?
A little bit.
A little bit more?
A little bit more.
Well, I do.
Oh, give me a little more, please.
Oh, boy.
I'm begging for it.
Oh, now we
So
can...
That sounds good. Yeah.
We hand it over to Patty Cakes to give a intro to our guests.
Oh, we have a super, super special guest tonight. a friend that I've known for a few years, right? Just a few.
God, it's over 20. I know that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, since we're only 19, we've known each other since the womb.
Sure, let's
yeah,
go
we'll
with that.
go with that. We'll go with it. This is my good friend, Tiffany.
I miss you, Patty.
I miss
I know,
you.
there's been years, though, that we haven't...
We haven't, but I'm glad that there's been a reconnection lately.
Right?
That's why, like, I thought about you Tuesday. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know. Like, I know I gave you, like, what, like a couple hours shout out like, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it was about 2 hours.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you want to do a show tonight? And you're like, oh, well. So it was Tuesday. And I'm like, I knew we were doing a show Wednesday night. And I'm like, shot in the dark. All right. I'm like, all right. So if you want, we'll do 7 o'clock dinner, 8:30 show. So we were more like 7:30 dinner, 9 o'clock show, but whatever works, right?
Whatever.
I love to feed people, so hopefully I'm not going
I
to
love
kill
to
you.
eat, so that was a
Good.
beautiful thing.
Did you like my balls, Tiffany?
I loved your balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
My balls
They were
weren't
like the
that
perfect
salty.
combination of like soft and firm.
Ooh.
Rolling it
Were they
around.
big enough? Were they too big? You didn't choke on my balls, did you?
No, I didn't. I
Jesus,
enjoyed. I
Byron.
savored it.
Hey, you did turn the mic over to me. Watch out.
Oh, shit.
He knew what he was
I will
saying.
be directing the conversation towards you, Bumpa, later.
Hey, you know.
I knew that would get a rise out of him.
Right?
Bumps. Sorry.
Oh.
So hello, everyone.
Oh my God, you gotta. Okay, so we gotta have
What's
you
it?
speak. See the round thing on the end? There you go.
That thing.
Don't go too deep.
I've never heard that before.
Right.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Oh my God, that's Home Alone.
So if there's anybody listening, hold on a second. Let's see if.
You are so low, Byron.
No, because I am speaking in a low voice.
You know, it's kind of turning me on.
Nobody knows.
Uh-oh. Remember, I am single. I gotta watch out. I am on the prowl for a boyfriend. Yeah, poor guy.
I bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.
That's what she said.
Well, yeah, can we have both?
Oh, God. You going perverted already? We haven't even started yet.
Okay. We'll backtrack. Sorry.
Oh,
I've been
God.
sitting here like
we gotta
dying to
backtrack.
go on the air.
Wonderful.
So to me, it's already the second half of the show because of what time it is. So
And how much you've been drinking?
I've had one ish, and I cooked and I ate, and the kitchen looks like I cooked. So
I'm a witness. She cooked.
Fucking bomb went off in there. It was-
no shit.
But that bomb was delicious.
Well, thank
Right?
you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't get over the look. It's
It's a mess. I don't know what happened. Shit was coming out of everywhere, every orifice.
The creative process is not a
every
neat one.
orifice. That makes
Sorry.
me feel even
Remember-
better now.
Remember, I am Southern.
Oh, my God.
I will be farting shortly. Yes, for sure. All right. So, what show was this again?
Where's the fan?
96.
96, and
The
it's
flip
titled
side.
Special Guest Tiffany and Dear Byron, What If My Girlfriend Wants to...
What does your
So-
girlfriend want to do?
Well, I mean, those questions will come up in a bit.
Oh.
You know?
Well,
So-
now you've piqued
Now,
my
wait.
interest.
I left it blank intentionally.
He's ours.
That's to give our listeners and the rest of you here to fill in the blanks.
Oh, is that a teaser?
It's a little teaser.
It's a teaser.
Fill in the blanks. So, what if your
He always
girlfriend or
likes to
boyfriend,
tease us.
significant other, whatever you want, help us out. Fill in the blank. Hey, Chris is back. What's up, Chris?
Is Chris in the house, my buddy?
All the
My
way
pal.
from Jersey. Tuning in, checking us out. Might as well give a shout out to a friend of the Black Dog Radio Show now. Get it over with.
Sure.
Nice.
I know that doesn't sound nice, right? Just like get on with. No, because I hate to wait till the end or forget, you know. So
Well, they always talk about us first.
yeah. So we have been talking about the Boston invasion. We may not have the Boston invasion here. We may just have another Black Dog Radio Show, Wicked Piss Up Fest in Illinois.
Yes.
There's a lot of different scheduling issues.
Putting the ill in Illinois.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that one.
Ooh, we're gonna bring some cake.
That's what she said.
So yeah,
Sounds
it
great.
makes sense for three of us to drive out there than 10 of them trying to get the time off and all come out here.
All right, this gives me a chance to break my 11.5-hour record and just try to shave it down to 9.
my God, am I going to be...
Like,
you know what?
we're gonna die.
I'm taking like some, sleep aid or something, and I'm just going to sleep in the back seat.
Oh, get whatever he took. Do it.
I think he was... Wasn't he
took
sick?
nothing.
He was sick.
11.5 hours.
Taking illness.
Most of it was sleeping and occasional fart, but...
You better not lock the windows on me, because I will quit the show if you lock a fart on me.
Oh, yeah?
No, you know what? You do that to me,
I'm gonna gas you out, girl.
I'm going to wait, baby.
You'll fire back?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'll eat some pepperoni.
on the
I will
ride
let
out-
that shit brew. And there you go.
On the ride out, Bumpa said that he'd pay for gas. He did. I did. That's.
Should have asked what kind of gas.
I provided a higher octane, you know?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the smell; it was the burning of my eyes. It just was,
Well, we look forward to joining the crew of the Black Dog Radio Show, the Seven Deadly Sins, they're called.
Yes. And who else?
Oops, sorry.
holy shit!
Storm. The Black Dog Radio Show.
Because once you go black, you never go back.
Not true.
Hey, man, the
She
white
doesn't. Tiffany's over there. She doesn't even know the show. She's only going, no, not true, not true.
And of course, we'll probably be joined by our boy Huber.
Oh, Huber better show up.
You'll get to get
I need
Huber
a
all worked
hug.
up.
I need a Huber hug.
I found it.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Better late
Better
than
late
never.
than You and I are on the same wavelength over here, Bumpa.
Yeah. So we have obviously the Huber experience. Bob Huber will be with us, and hopefully Carmi and the missus will join us.
We need
from
to
the
reach out
Caramel
to them.
Conservative.
We need to reach out to Carmi and give them a heads up with
we will.
enough sufficient notice.
I
You can
think.
give people 2-day notice.
Well, he was already
Oh, you
planning
do
to
that?
come here. All right, that much.
Listen,
Wow.
this is one of those spontaneous kind of shows.
I gathered
You
that.
notice we don't
Okay,
have scripts. The only time we have scripts are when she comes walking in with several cardboard boxes.
Yes, I do.
With
You got no
shit
list,
written
or-
all over them.
I come in. No, I don't have anything today. I'm not. I was working today, actually, trying to get through shit. But,
Yeah, I just have like a couple
I cut
of
the-
notes written on my phone.
you know, when you open a box and it has like, say 2 long and 2 short sides to it, I'll cut the long side off and be like, okay, the 5 top foreplay positions, the 5 this, or the you know what I wanted to talk about? The top song, or the 10 top songs that strippers dance to.
Ooh.
I was thinking about strippers all day today.
You know, I found out recently that Tiffany is like in the top 3 stripper names.
Ooh.
That's what I was given, though.
Wow.
But hey,
So
I
what's
was
another
gonna
song?
ask you
Crystal,
about
I think,
that,
was number
but-
1.
Oh, really?
Which is weird to me because
What about Rose? I used to hear. No.
I think Rose would be in the
That's like
nursing
old
home.
lady
I don't
then.
think it would be.
Time Tiffany. Is that with an I at the end?
I knew one named Kiki. I think that's cute.
Well, that's a good one. Tiffany,
Mercedes.
Huh?
Mercedes. I used to
there
hear
you
that
go.
name a lot.
That's a little too like.
What's
I guess
another
eccentric,
stripper name? Byron. What's another stripper name?
Angel.
Yeah.
That's probably a wicked popular one.
Oh.
Star.
They're coming up with different ones now. It's kind of different.
Amber Lynn.
What would your stripper name be?
Amber's a popular one. Amber Lynn,
The Log.
Jamie. Oh.
Wait.
So glad I asked.
I got it. Marathon
You did
Man.
ask.
TMI around here. TMI. Cat is joining the house. What's up?
Oh,
That girl
Cat,
Cat.
what's up? What's up, Goddess Cat?
Yeah. Goddess
Remember
Cat.
Goddess Cat?
I do. You don't forget a goddess cat.
Oh. Yeah, did you try that cream? You know, I don't know. Were you one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
I was the one that came out of the bathroom with less clothes on.
Oh, I know.
Oh, no, I remember that. That was a great show.
That was awesome.
And the girl, most of the girls
We had
went
some
in,
girls-
tried the little tingler cream, so to
Yes.
speak. They all came out, and they all come out walking, like nothing's wrong or nothing's exciting and happy. And you feel
I was
it?
trying to downplay it, but my
Yeah.
ears were so like bright red.
Because everyone knew what we were doing in the bathroom.
It was no
Right.
secret.
So you walk out and it's like, okay,
Like,
stop
spotlight.
looking at me. Hi. Oh, so yeah, if the audience doesn't know, Tiffany was at the sex toy party that we had at my house a couple months ago.
Super fun.
Oh my goodness. And even Byron here bought some of that sweaty ball stuff.
Try Guys.
Try Guys, yeah.
Try Guys.
Yeah.
I bought the toothbrush.
And she's using it right now.
Yeah, that thing's pretty powerful.
Hey, Kat, how are you?
Certain strut about you. Yeah, you guys they all had a strut. when
I
they came
was
back
a
from
fan
it.
of the, double the pleasure thing. That both parties get to enjoy. So.
I want to get the thing for the guy. What was it, like a butterfly? Like you put it on the guy?
That's what I got. It's. I don't know if I should.
All
right. I should tell you what I got.
All right.
Yeah.
No,
well,
it's the. I'm sorry. I'm just realizing I don't know who's going to be listening to this that I know.
I can always delete
Tiffany in the chat
tag.
room.
Wait, what untag?
In the chat room.
I can untag.
In the chat room, we have your mother. Hi.
Well, I know that's not true.
No, we don't, but we do have our awesome, super awesome friend, Tiger Lily, that we
Tiger
love,
Lily is in.
that you sat next to.
Oh yes, I remember Tiger Lily.
Yes, you do. We love her so much.
Kat Jones says the butterfly cock ring.
Yes, and it also has a bullet in it.
So, Kat, while you're in the chat room listening, I definitely need to reorder some things. So I don't know if
Just like I broke it.
Contact you directly. I will contact you on Facebook because your girl needs a refill on some things.
wow.
Actually, hey, Bubba, didn't you keep a catalog?
Yes, Kat gave me a catalog.
All right, so I need to take a peek at that. If you still have that,
yeah, I'd have it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, she was very nice enough to give me one
Yes,
of
you were supposed to order something. And then you chickened out.
Yeah, well,
I mean, anything you order is just a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, you're right.
So hey, it's an investment in yourself.
She's like, yes, message me, yo. Damn, already. Well, Kat, I'm kind of referring to some of the stuff that you gave me samples of because I was the hostess. So I'd like to order a larger version. What was that? No, what was that stuff? I let you use it for your face. I know it sounds gross.
Out of context.
Supreme cream, coochie cream.
Coochie
Oh my god, he just turned red. He just turned fucking red as shit.
He's like, she didn't just say that.
And now on the Wicked Bits of News, Bumpa gets a facial. Film at 11.
Yeah.
I have to say though that whatever the coochie cream.
It was a shave cream though.
It's a shave cream, yeah, a little shape like a gel, right? Like
it
a
prevents
gel.
the bumps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is incredible for a man's shave.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't have any shaving cream. I'm like, oh, you want to try this stuff? I got this little sample. He's like, no, I don't want to use your stuff up. It's like, go ahead. Yeah, no big deal.
It only took a little bit because it foamed up
and I think
nicely.
you did it dry too. Mm-hmm. Don't you usually? Aren't you supposed to do it wet, Bumpa?
I take a look.
I gotta cut it out.
Look, he's running back into the chat room right now. Rather quickly.
Sorry, Bumpa.
Yeah, right.
I gotta find a boyfriend. Your girl's lonely. Oops. Hey, not on the first date. Maybe the second.
What's wrong with you?
There are a lot of like unwritten rules that, and that seems to change a lot over the years. Like dating rules like 10 years ago versus whatever rules there are now. Like,
exactly.
Flexibility.
What the hell happened? Well, what do you mean by flexibility?
Well, okay. Well, do you think? Okay, we were talking about this on a previous show. Do you think social media happened and made things a little bit more comfortable? Because or texting, maybe we were talking a little bit more via text, breaking down like barriers between each other. We're feeling a little bit more comfortable. So when we first get that initial meeting, even though it's our first blind date or first date, we may feel so comfortable with that person that we're already kind of smooching with them or just feeling comfortable.
You're saying in text.
No, I mean after. Say you talk to someone and you're like texting or you're talking through social media and whatnot. And when you first go on the first date or something, like I'm going back to like when. Forgive me if I'm a little all over the place, but like how we're the standards are different now. Like some people maybe on the first date might do a little bit more than what they used to do on the first date.
Right, but the problem is, we live in a melting pot, right? So
yes. Where
you're from, the expectations seem to be very different.
What do you mean, like, state-wise, area-wise? I got a burp. Yeah, that was a Italian meatball.
What it boils
burger.
down to, at least as far as I'm concerned, is communication. On try not to have expectations first of all, but everyone's going to have them anyway.
So what you're saying is people are more textually active before they become sexually active.
That's what I'm saying.
I think so.
That's what she said.
Oh,
it didn't work there, kiddo. I beat you to the punch.
I got to get that song.
Well, it makes it pretty clear what his intentions are when,
what he
one
sends
conversation
you a
and
photo
he sends
of
me a
junk?
dick pic. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I know what you're signing up for.
I don't understand that at all. I have a friend who works in a store, and she gets propositioned quite often. And the guy says it when there's no one in line, and she goes, "What?" And the guy then has to say it a little bit louder, and she's like, "What?" And the guy has to say it, and
what does he say?
And he's like, "Never mind."
What did
Offering
he say?
to give her a pic.
Any kind of.
What's your
rudeness.
Snapchat?
A lot of guys try that. I don't understand that bull rush in thing.
Is it a millennial thing versus a person of our generation thing?
No.
Well, it makes it clear what they're looking for.
That's the only thing they're looking for.
The problem is,
Right,
is
but-
these people take these fuzzy selfies of their junk.
Think about the people who
I've
actually
never gotten a
respond
fuzzy
to that.
selfie of it. I always get clear view.
Hey, Brandy, how are you? Welcome to the room.
Brandy, did you get a notification?
Right, so, Tiffany, you have to start being a part of the show a little bit more regularly. We got.
I would love to.
More than
I love you guys.
one person in, It's,
I know.
Well, if I had a little more warning, I could have.
Oh, shit.
Recruited some people. I mean, I do have a marketing background. I could make that happen.
hey, listen.
Next time.
I woke up with the lights flashing in my room, and they're like, "Get up, we're gonna do a show tonight." I'm like, "Oh fuck, really?"
He was supposed to get up at 5 o'clock. I walk in the door at 7:10. I'm trying to hurry up in my work clothes, trying to throw some meatballs together, try to do this, try to do that. But did you just do?
Yeah, and then
I'm
Bubba
like,
comes
I go,
in
he's
and
not up.
uncovers my feet. I'm like,
He goes, Alexa, bedroom lights on. Nothing happens.
no, because I trained her. Only me in the bedroom.
You don't share?
That's your bitch in the bedroom.
Hey, baby.
Him and Alexa. Him and Echo.
Oh, no, good day.
You got an echo again?
No, you and Echo.
Alexa.
So, Brandy, I wonder why you stopped getting notifications altogether. I wonder if you, I don't know.
Yeah,
Spreaker does that.
So, Brandy, you know what I'll do? I'll try to keep posting on my Facebook page at least. Like if we're going to do a show, even if it's kind of last minute and it's during the show, at least you'll be able to see, because I know you follow me on Facebook, so at least you'll be able to see that.
Great.
We'll,
Now you
gonna
set
try?
off Tiger Lily's echo system.
I'll set off for Alexa.
Why?
Yeah.
Alexa, turn the lights off.
I don't think she has that.
Ours is beeping in here.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kat, you know Tiffany.
That's what I love about Byron. If him and Echo, Alexa, whatever it is of the day, he yells at it.
Echo, bedroom lights on.
Fucking mute.
He's gonna go over there and slap her around. See,
Yes, please.
Ooh. That's what we like at the Wicked Business Show.
Tyler said stop.
You keep on saying
Hey, while you're up. Oh, sorry, T. I will stop.
Alexa, play We Are the World.
Nope, that's not happening.
Cancel that.
Oh, shit.
No.
If I go into my room and We Are the World is on, there's a quick combination that I can get to.
Kat says her boyfriend Alexa won't even talk to her.
Why did he program it against your voice, Kat?
Oh.
I wonder-
right.
Against her will. That's more like it.
I need one in my
Is it
bedroom.
timeout?
Yeah.
Sorry, T. I will stop.
Oh my god.
It didn't play We Are the World, did it, Tiger Lily?
Oh my god, damn you. Yeah. That is
Right
funny.
now, all of our listeners have We Are the World playing. Oh, Lovely Day by Bill Withers. Great.
Love the day, love the day, love the day, lovely day.
Right? I mean,
That's an old ass song. Oh my
Like, I
god,
don't even know
remember
what
that
it
song?
is. I'm like, sure.
Because when I worked in the mall, Jesus Christ, in my store, it was on.
Jesus Christ was in your store.
No,
Next,
you never know.
next
No,
time-
but I did have Sheila E. in my store before.
next I will pick
I did
Alexa.
play- yes.
Please, well, wait. Alexa, play Stevie Wonder. I just called to say I love you.
Oh, sure, and now it's going to charge her $11.50 for the rental of the fucking song. Great job. You know?
Tiger Lou is going to get pissed off at us.
All right, that's my last one. Sorry.
All right, let me do my radio.
Thank you for that song.
What do you got?
My radio announcer voice here.
Yes, talk about this song. Who sings this song?
That was, I'm going to go into that right here.
Thank you.
Coming up next on WFAQ Fuck You Radio, a little bit of Bill Withers with Lovely Day.
Bill Withers does a song? Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
What's another song he does? He does? No. Is that correct grammar? No.
Performs, if you're going to be formal.
What's another song he has performed?
Bill Withers has done...
Not Stand By Me. That's someone else, right?
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Oh my God, dude, this guy's the bomb. Then I like the song.
Coming up next on WFAQ Fuck You Radio, Bill Withers with
I
Just
dedicate
the
this
Two
to
of
a
Us.
special friend.
Oh my.
Okay, now we're out of the elevator.
Alexa,
Nope,
sing
not
Happy
happening.
Birthday.
Oh.
Okay, no, we're Echo in this house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you notice I put Echo to sleep. I bashed her
did.
over the head with a bottle.
My God, what is wrong with you?
There is so much wrong with us. That's why we do a show.
Oh, Bill Withers also did this old standby.
Lean on me. See,
love
that's
that
what I
song.
knew it was.
Yeah, just like that, the show will not be available on YouTube this week.
No, we're talking about it. Fair use.
Bill Withers, we're talking about his
Yeah, YouTube
catalog.
won't give a shit.
But it's his catalog. We're promoting his catalog because he's an icon in the R&B and
All of these are
Top
available
40.
on the Vivo page.
yes.
Yeah. Oh no, we won't get in trouble. They'll just block the show that's on.
Yeah,
It automatically
and then
loads
we
to YouTube.
repost it. Just keep on reposting.
I love these two. You should see these two someday.
Fuck
They
YouTube.
really they look like they want to beat each other up. It's like it's funny.
With love.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's
Bring it on!
Tiffany, it's funny when we set up like live remotes, and they're like trying to get this into that plug and this and that plug and this wire and that wire.
That's why you will never see us do a threesome.
Yeah. Yeah, what hole are you in? Not that one.
Fit it in there.
That's why you need a woman to be assertive in that area.
Oh, come on now.
A woman can guide you and say, "You're going to go in the top. You're going to go in the bottom."
Why do I always get the bottom?
And you know what? We'll flip afterwards.
I would have flipped a quarter now. Oh, shit, the bottom again.
Sloppy seconds. I'm also a sloppy second.
It ain't sloppy, baby. Then we'll give you first dibs, okay? Bumper.
No, I'm so out.
No, you're
Why do I have a knife?
Sorry.
Am I buttering something?
Often ask my question.
Butter my muffin.
What am I doing with this
now?
Right now. I was completely hammered, Tiffany, doing this. You know Jay Anthony's in
Yes.
Auburn?
I don't. No, not a fan, but I am familiar.
Brandy's calling you out with nips in a bathroom.
Oh, shit! Brandy!
And that is exactly Brandy. That's where
Brandy, that
part of
was
my
a
muffin
rare
came from.
moment. Brandy,
What do you mean a rare moment? That's one of like
Shut up.
several.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna relive the story. Granted,
Can you?
I walked into the place. Yes, I can. I walked into the place with my husband at the time, and my friend Abby and myself, and then meeting you two dudes there. Decided that the drinks were way too expensive, and I was
And then
going to be
lights
there.
out. Blast, blast, blast.
So I decided that the drinks were too expensive, and I said to Abby, we should go get some nips. We'll get 3 each and have like 1 beer or like whatever, and we should be fine. It should get us through the night. All right, so I get 3 for my husband, 3 for me, 3 for Abby, 3 for Bumpa, and 1 for Byron, because I didn't think he did nips for some reason. I get him a Tanqueray, which
Yeah,
you don't do a nip of Tanqueray, I find out later on.
No, that
Anyway.
shit is like gargling fucking...
Mouthwash,
no, rubbing alcohol.
Well, I didn't know that, but I thought of you. So anyway,
Gee, thanks. Rubbing alcohol.
nobody.
I said rubber tires.
What's her name? So Abby did her 3. I did my 3. I did my husband's 3. I did Bumpa's 3. I think I did someone else's 3. I think I did like 9 to 12 nips.
So somebody went to bed early that night.
So I'm doing a show, and every time a comedian would leave, I would go to the bathroom and do another one. So I'm slowly declining. The guys, what was there? 5 comedians, 6 comedians. by one of the last comedians. I'm heckling the dude on stage. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Bumpa has to physically put me in Abby's car. I'm like, oh, that's whatever.
Scooped her up, put her in the bag.
He's like, I brought the cool kid.
I say to Abby, I'm like, I don't want to fucking go home. Take me out. We go to Ralph's. We go pick up our buddy Eric. Then we go to Ralph's.
Yeah.
So I'm all right. I'm talking. I'm like, actually, I was crying. I'm in love with this guy. I can't say whatever. So I'm just stupid. So I'm saying all this bullshit. I get to the place. I'm fine. I'm walking perfectly to Ralph's. The second I get to the door, I'm like, I turn into a hot mess. I'm like, oh. They're like, no, she ain't getting in here at all. I'm like,
hell no.
This is a little taste of it. We had her mic'd. So,
Does she know?
Is sick.
I got that all.
What?
She didn't know.
That's not me.
Nope. That's not going to work because it's just some chick who can't speak. So, and it really wasn't as funny as I thought it might.
Baka straight up. Thank you. Oh, I just hit my finger.
Oh, take a
You have
look.
9 more. It's okay.
The nip tuck got me through the 30s.
I want my partner to tie me up.
Oh, that's just a question.
Sorry. Never mind. The nip trick got me through my... What's the nip trick?
The nip trick. When you get nips, you bring them into a bar.
Oh, yeah. I put them in my bra.
Let
when
me
I go
tell you
to
something.
places.
You are not fooling the bouncers or the bartenders. They know
My tits
what
aren't
you're doing.
that big and lumpy.
When you come in smelling minty fresh, they know you haven't just brushed your teeth. You're out doing shots of Doc McGillicuddy out in the
Well, not to
parking
mention
lot.
slurring and being a mess. They
Well,
kind of figure that
Well,
out.
I'm super friendly. I'm like, hi.
Everybody thinks that they can...
They won't notice.
I have my ID with me. No, it's $5 to get in. But I have my ID.
You just sound like me.
Okay, you can't come in. Why not? I have my ID.
That's not a good picture of me.
Well, yeah.
I'm red now. See, my red's hair.
My hair's red.
I'm stuck with this fucking hair forever. The process to get rid of this red, to go back to
shave
blonde.
it like that chick from
Why
Florida.
do you want to?
I want to go back bleach blonde.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dying.
I can never do the blonde thing.
Well, remember me blonde, right? I miss it.
Well, if you do the blonde thing, I think you might disappear. or
It has been a while since I've seen some sun.
Or like glow.
Believe it or not, I actually tan really well.
That's
Really?
fucked up. He's fucked up.
Wait a minute, you're
The Cherokee
Irish,
side.
right?
Well, I'm part Irish. Cherokee, too.
Oh, okay.
Let's just
See,
say you are a little,
People like look at me and
Byron
they're like, you're
tail, yeah.
something else. What are you?
yeah, Byron's like translucent, right?
listen, I
He's
take
ghost-like.
I take a vitamin D
Especially when he
supplement for my
wakes
condition.
up,
Okay,
He comes out like looking all pissed off.
You guys got all the fucking shades up and in
It's
here. It's like
right.
happy day, and I'm like, fuck you, everybody,
you
fuck
take
off.
vitamin D.
Well,
you take
you know what?
two of
When you
them for
don't go
10.
to bed
Three.
and you stay up until 6
Three, I guess.
a.m.
That happens.
Well, with fangs like these, I have to stay
only
pale.
I like staying pale. It means I don't look like I'm damn near a half century old. So I'm good with
You
that.
can see he's not
Yeah,
an
somebody-
avid beachgoer, you know.
I don't. I
No.
mean, he's just getting now, ladies and gentlemen out there. You can't see it, but Bumpa has got a patch of gray right in the top middle.
I got plenty of grays. There's no hiding.
Oh, right in the top of his head, though. It's,
I think it makes him look distinguished.
here, so I'm hoping I start sporting like the Cruella de Vil thing. That'd be kind of cool. Might even dye.
oh, I
it
can
black.
see it now. You
I
come,
was
walking,
going to say the Cruella whole.
you come
Cruella.
walking into a pet store, and all the Dalmatians like.
I was gonna say Polgara, but there's such a small amount of people that would know who the hell that is.
It would fit with that long coat you're wearing. So
Right? Yeah. Margaret
More
Weiss
shit
and Tracy
just fall down
Hickman. They
my
do
kitchen?
this whole fantasy series. You know, Dragons Knights. The
Yes,
whole thing.
okay, yep.
So yeah. Like I said, there's probably a very small cast
you're into
of
the
people
whole
that even know what the hell I'm
fantasy
talking
thing, huh?
about.
That's okay.
Yeah.
She's into the fantasy thing.
That's what she said.
Aren't we all, in a way?
Your fantasies are just fucked up, though.
How do you know?
I've heard them.
There's no secrets here.
That's not a fantasy. That's reality coming to life.
oh my god!
That lucky guy.
All right, boom.
Oh.
What's this thing?
I wear
Hold on.
this fucking.
You know, I'm
thing as a
grateful that
fashion
we.
Statement, all
Sorry.
right?
Okay, sorry.
I'm grateful that we live in an era. Where we're allowed to.
I put the blonde in the pond.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Chappaquiddick? Is it?
Gotta see that new movie. Sorry.
What movie?
Chappaquiddick. I'm being told it is an amazing.
That's a movie that's out right now.
Yes. It's about Ted Kennedy, our former state senator, who dumped a blonde in the pond one night while drunk on Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
And that's a movie?
Oh,
I don't
God.
need to see that.
It's fantastic. It's
nope. I will stick to my my superheroes and my
Oh, I
Lord
love
of the Rings
superheroes.
stuff.
Marvel.
So she rejects our reality and reinserts
Substitutes
her
my
own.
There you go.
Did you see Black Panther? Would you
I
see?
haven't. I want
Do
to.
you want to? I want to too.
Yep. Yeah.
What is it?
And what's up with this whole thing about Marvel versus DC animosity?
It hasn't
For all
always been,
geeks,
though?
it's okay.
It's a social
But it's
justice
always been that way,
warrior.
though.
It's a
just weird to me.
it's a social justice thing. Marvel is throwing more social justice causes into these superheroes.
Right. Oh, and yeah, there's a political.
I don't listen.
Edge to that too.
Keep that shit out. It's a fucking comic book, okay? Listen, my favorite superhero was Iron Man.
Yes.
And Tony Stark was a raving alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
That's how you like it.
Relatable.
Didn't he do that more in the first one?
What do you mean?
Didn't he drink a lot in the first one? And then
Oh,
it
you
then
kind
it
of
deviates
played
from
No,
it.
that's just Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
I fucking love him. That's
him
one of
too.
my all-time favorites, next to Emilio Estevez.
Oh my god, I haven't thought of him since was it Men at Work?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so I'm 14 and Breakfast Club comes out.
Oh yeah,
And I'm just like,
Oh my God.
I'm like,
Yeah,
that,
he didn't do it
That
for
was
me.
my fantasy guy.
didn't do it
No,
for me,
he did
no.
it for me because I wanted the jock. I thought he was an idiot with eating the cereal.
wanted the
and-
meathead.
And, oh, I did.
So,
wow,
Brandy,
angry about it.
Brandy says
I
she
tore that
has
shit up.
she has two boys, and
Yes.
it's all superhero all the time.
Yes.
Well, it's better than the SpongeBob SquarePants or Square
I like
Bob
SpongeBob.
Sponge Pants.
I just played SpongeBob SquarePants Life last night or 2 nights ago.
Well,
It was fun.
but she also says Marvel is telling better stories. They are telling some really good stories. The DC stuff is a little tough to follow. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so give us examples. Okay, who is DC?
DC is Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
Okay, and
Cyborg,
Marvel
Flash,
is
X-Men,
Iron Man, Spider-Man. Now the problem with this is Sony Pictures owns Spider-Man, so that's fucked it all up because they have to pay Sony a shit ton of money, and Sony just keeps on cranking out these shitty Spider-Man movies.
Did you see the latest Spider-Man movies though?
Yeah,
with that young guy.
Yeah,
It was okay.
You know what I think about doing, but I don't actually do. And I'm an artist, but you don't have to paint it out. But you know, if you were to be a superhero, what would your superpower be? What would you look like? Does anyone else think about these things?
Okay,
Or-
I would want the fucking hottest costume ever. I want like a
Here you go.
thong.
Superhero.
I want a one-piece leotard but a thong.
So what's your superpower?
Or Luke Cage.
Manipulation?
Yes, like a sexual manipulation or something.
Like
I want to
Hathaway.
control because which is almost
It's like she'd
believable
have-
in real life.
she'd have the lasso of sexual pleasure.
I'll be like,
There you go.
you're gonna do
So,
what I
like-
say, and I'm gonna
Woman's
make you
sister.
So, Patty, like, you would just walk by a crowd of guys and I'll be like, oh, and I'll be done.
and I would control them, and they would do whatever I say.
Until the orgasm, and then they
That's
get
actually
Be a
Real.
modern day Hathaway.
Now
And,
wait a
like,
minute.
you would just pet them, like, not pet them, but, like, as soon as you touch them, they'll be like, oh.
Yes.
So I would do anything just
Yes.
for that.
Yes,
touch.
but really,
You just gave me the chills, Bumpa.
Oh.
Jesus, it's the
Sorry, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so-
Something's going on with me right now. I'm crazy. I need to. I gotta go on a date. Hey, if anybody's out there listening, find us on Facebook or something. Patty Cakes needs a date. I need a boyfriend. I'm going crazy. Nobody will date me.
You know what it is? You got to stop looking. That's actually what I did.
Yeah,
and,
I guess so.
But you know what? You have to get out of the house.
I work a lot, and then I come home and yeah, or
Well,
I
you
go to
got to
my
seize
kid.
opportunity when it comes up.
I
so,
need to. I'm shy.
Like yeah, okay, like a foghorn.
As Byron gives me the evil eye.
What no one out in the radio audience can see is the look that I am currently giving Patty.
It's kind of brooding.
Well, you know what?
Intimidating,
The
but-
only guys I see are other guys that have my type
Hold
of
on
job.
a second.
and I'm
Hold
just
on a
not-
second. We have a question.
What's that?
Tiger Lily would like to take you out.
Let's go, Tiger Lily. I'm down, baby. Are you free Friday night? I'm down. Friday night's my night. I can go out Friday nights. I can't go out Saturday nights because I have baseball duty. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. So Kat Jones agrees with you.
Big kahuna.
Tiffany, the big kahuna.
I need the big kahuna.
But she said she stopped looking too, and then boom.
Right. So, how it happened for me, and again, I wasn't looking, but I was super pissed at T-Mobile. I won't bore you with the details of that story. I'm like, I'm going to go to Sprint. It's right close to where I work.
Well, that was kind of a mistake.
And it wasn't.
Unless
Wait for the punchline, man.
Slow down.
Don't make assumptions.
I'm an early starter.
So so I go in there, do the business end of things, and the store was so busy that it was the service manager. Sorry, I'm mixing up my worlds here. Store manager was helping me out, and as I'm going through the process, I'm like, wow, he's really hot. And he's super charismatic, and he's in sales, so that's kind of the thing. And I'm like, I don't know if it was in my mind or not that I felt that maybe he may have been attracted. So through the phone process, they start using some sexual innuendo to see how he reacts.
Oh, really?
So we start talking about phone sizes.
Did you? Oh, Tiffany.
Right. And it was awesome because he was the ultimate professional, but he was turning beet red, ear to ear smile. It was killing him for what he couldn't say, and I could tell. It was adorable. So
hashtag me too.
right. And I'm recognizing the old me and the new me. So the old me would have been like, oh, well, self-defeating, he's just being nice to me and, whatever, and just walk out. And I'm like, but new Tiffany is like, you know what? I am not letting that go. He is awesome, I can tell. So once the transaction was done.
To lose, right?
Right. So once the transaction's done, I go back to the car, I get my business card, write my new phone number on it. And I strut back in the store, by the way. And he wasn't expecting me to come back at this point. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like super exaggerated, but there's a certain way you walk, right? When you're trying to get that kind of attention. So I give him the card, and I said, here's my number. Do whatever you want with it. And I said it like...
kind of seductive.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Whatever you want.
Girl. I know.
And I didn't even give him a chance to respond and kind of strut out. And I was like, I don't know if he'll call or not, but whatever. But anyways, he's not my boyfriend.
Yeah, I saw the photo.
So the point I was trying to make is that you... Thank you. But the point I was trying to make is that, you got to seize opportunities when they come up and trust your gut.
Yes. That there, ladies and
Amen
gentlemen.
to that. Yes.
That there, ladies and gentlemen, is a story. It's carpe diem.
Seize
that
the day.
goddamn day.
Yes. On a daily basis, I try to carpe the fuck out the diem.
That's right.
There's a few mantras. That is one of them.
Well, good for you. I did. I saw some
Kat
Facebook
Jones
posts recently, and I was going to ask you about them, and yeah, very happy.
I do a lot of vague booking,
but you know what?
I don't want to piss anyone off.
Right, but no, something like, oh, he did this or something like that. It was like,
that's the thing too. He can sing, and he's a musician.
Yes,
also.
when he sings you a song and when he serenades you or something. You wrote or something.
Like he thinks it's no big deal, and I'm just like melting.
All right, so apparently, Tiffany, you've got a growing list of people who want to learn from the Zen master yourself. Brandy's got to learn from you. Tiger Lily says this is the year of saying yes.
Well, it's funny. Talking about a year.
Yes.
Like every year, you know how people do New Year's resolutions. I pick one thing to focus on because I want to achieve it. So last year was to love myself better. And that, you know what? That is part of it, actually.
Yeah.
That is part of it, and to let go of the shame about that, which is part of what brought me to when you invited me to the sex toy party.
Yeah.
The new Tiffany was like, yeah,
be happy with
I deserve it.
Yeah.
But it's been a long journey to get to that point. But anyway,
sometimes
so this year,
unfortunately. Right?
Yep. So this year, my focus is on. Well, I said manifesting with passion, but basically it's about having fun. Like I haven't.
Not being hung up on things, right?
Yeah, I take myself so damn seriously, and it's been a struggle to just have fun and not worry.
Does that go along with your job?
It does. Well, you know what? Because I came in with that energy in the job interview is why I even got the job I had.
Good.
You know, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be me and let the cards fall where they may instead of trying to be this thing that I think that they want me to be.
Good for you.
And yeah, I'm psyched. I love my new job. Like everything in my life is new and awesome. I'm like so fucking happy.
Yeah, you deserve it, girl.
Thank
after the hills and valleys. So
yeah,
pass some positive vibes on to me. I need some vibes.
Well, between the questions
plenty to go around.
From Patty, Brandy, and Kat Jones wants to learn from you. I think might need a Tiffany learning session.
Well, you know what's funny? A friend of mine coined the phrase a Tiffany, like instead of epiphany.
Right, yeah. That's a good one.
So every now and then when I have a bright moment, I'm like, on today's episode of Tiffany's Epiphanies.
Yeah. Oh my God, you should.
Yeah.
You should do a mini podcast on Facebook Live or something.
I'm thinking similar to that, but like at a coffee shop. Coffee with Tiffany.
Ding, 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 ding.
You know what's interesting about that is there's this thing I do.
I'll handle the sound effects. You can just sit back. And
don't miss your cue, man.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying, but
he just woke up.
Sorry, I love New Cafe. It's like the certain areas have certain energy, right? That seems to attract a certain crowd, whatever. And one of my actually my best friend, although she doesn't know I call her that. Her name's Alinda, and she does this thing called Cards and Coffee. And I love the concept. It's very, organic. It's not like somebody calls us, okay, I'm going to schedule an appointment, you can do my reading, and yada, yada, yada. It's completely natural and free-flowing and all that. And I've decided that, this isn't supposed to be some weird gypsy in a dark room and, she's being viewed on this pedestal as this mysterious, powerful woman. Like, that's all bullshit. So what happens a lot, and people don't expect this, is if I'm going to be doing like a reading for somebody, I have a knack for being able to recognize what their gifts are. First of all, I'm going to let you know a little secret. All of us are psychic. And there's many different ways of being psychic. So almost everyone's heard the term clairvoyance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the word clair means psychic. Voyance is vision. So if somebody is clairvoyant, they psychically see things.
Mm.
But for every sense that we have, there's a psychic way of doing it. And you experience this all the time, and I'll prove it to you in a minute. So if you get the heebie-jeebies, right, and the hairs in the back of your hairs in the back of your neck stand up, that is a psychic feeling or clairsentience. So that's what I mean, like, that gut feeling that people often ignore. But a lot of times, like, you know what, I knew, and I ignored it. And you regret it.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that? So, or, the eyes, someone's looking at you, but you don't see it with your physical eyes, but you can feel it.
Right.
And you respond to that. We all have that. So just like everything else, if you exercise that and practice it, you strengthen it. Half the battle is just being aware of it. So I find what happens with me is when people come to me, it's because they're ready. And part of that is because I've asked Spirit,
Yeah.
It's like, only send me people that are ready. I don't seek them out. They come to me. And that's a much better way to be. Because I've seen what it looks like
free
when...
spirit. It's a lot better to tap into a free spirit. I don't know if tap into is a correct term, but you know what I mean? Like,
who cares about correct? I know what you mean.
Yeah. Thank you. Patty-isms.
But yeah, I mean, we all have vibes about people.
Well, like you said, it's not only... getting comfortable with it, but I guess embracing it too, right?
Right.
That's important.
And it's
otherwise,
interesting you make that point too, because me, like most people, were forced a certain religion, usually some form of Christianity. In my case, Catholic. And you're told that if you're
guilty.
Well, yeah, but like as far as
Catholicism,
as soon as you say the word psychic, there's red flags go off in some people's minds, and they're talking about divination is evil and blah blah blah. It's like.
You shit me. I took shit for playing Dungeons and Dragons as a kid. The nuns are like, you can't play that Satan. No, it isn't. It's dice and learning math.
Man, that hits home with me.
Fuck,
See, intuition's probably what told you to bring that up.
Big D&D player?
Back in the day, I am known to...
What level? You must have been a mage or a paladin.
Oh, man. Showing your cards. Pun intended.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're right.
See? Hold on a second.
Yeah, there you go. Gold star for you.
Yeah, I had a fighter with a level 7 intelligence. A warhorse has a level 8 intelligence, so my fighter really wasn't all that bright. But when they said, Garth, go open the door, he just ate the door.
Yeah,
That to her.
yeah, I'm getting
So that's I'm a geek, yes.
For show.
It's all right. I wear that badge proudly.
Kat Jones reaches out saying she has vivid prophetic dreams.
First of all, kudos for even recognizing it. And that's dealing a lot with the subconscious. I can go on all day about that, but the conversation never stops. And there are certain things that help slow down the conversation to help us interpret. And the thing about dreaming is that's when our subconscious is the most awake. And a lot of times, we're replaying what we've experienced in the day consciously, but, it's a mixed bag. The thing about the subconscious is it cannot, it's devoid of logic. So that's why when we get dreams, they're so freaking weird.
Right.
But there's certain things that stick out to you in the dreams. And if people are doing dream work, what I would invite them to do is try your best to remember colors and feelings. That's actually more important than the imagery. Because we tend, like when we're waking up and realize, oh, that dream was weird, and they're trying to recall the dream.
Right.
The best thing to do is not open your eyes and replay it over in your head, but try to remember the colors and the feelings.
Why are colors specific?
Well, again, this is opening a whole nother bag.
Well,
so not everyone knows what chakras are.
Okay.
But it's different levels of consciousness.
That day I thought it was the third eye, like right up in the middle of your head or in your belly. I just, chakra.
And even though he's being funny, that is a thing.
Holy shit, who knew I'd be right? I'm going to go
you
back.
felt like you had a stroke.
I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back.
Get out his 8th beer.
Well, you said the brow
It does
chakra
sound
and
like
the
a
third
stroke,
eye.
doesn't it?
And that's your intuition.
Oh.
And yeah, actually going with that, Tiger Lily was saying that more people are more comfortable with the word intuition.
Yes. Yeah, it's right. It's like I say this all the time is know your audience, so I can give the same exact message but use words that don't offend. So
yeah.
I know I can keep it real here, but if I know or pick up on someone's background, that I know what language to use. And again,
I just got a reading from you about 6 weeks ago.
I know. I'd love to do a reading for you,
to see if I made the right choice. I think I did, though.
Well, it's one of those things. It's the truth is, nothing would get revealed that you don't already know.
Yeah.
But you get confirmations. But there's there's so many things. Like I can go in a million different directions from here. But why the original question I didn't really fully answer on why does color matter?
Okay,
it's because everything in the universe has frequency, vibration, and that includes color. And there's a reason why there's a color association with different levels of the consciousness. God, this is kind of a heavy.
That's all right.
Like I read a lot of books, and here I am trying to just like blurt it out and have it make sense. But so if there's whatever color is dominant in that dream is speaking to the level of consciousness that that's trying to draw attention to. Okay. And sometimes people get dreams about death and they get really upset about it, but death is symbolic, and it often usually is a very good thing. It's about the passing of something in your life, not necessarily a person
or change.
People often overreact to dreams because they're not interpreting it right. But anytime that anybody wants help with dream interpretation, that is something I've read a lot about, and plus I use intuition on top of it.
Well,
so.
Kat is asking about the color blue right now.
Okay, blue is associated with the throat chakra, which means speaking your truth. There's a difference between being a very vocal person and being able to communicate effectively. So it's, without knowing the full details of her dream, I feel that it's about her need to communicate to somebody about something that may be bothering her. Mm-hmm. But, everyone's being That's super I know. I'm trying to focus.
It's a little bit Eiffel 65 and
right,
blue.
but I would have a lot of follow-up questions for Kat, but its simplest answer is it's about communication and speaking your truth. Or it could be about, depending on what you're dreaming about, specifically about somebody else speaking their truth, and maybe you sense that something
Sounds like we
is
need
off.
another girl party.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
I'm so
You're not invited.
Did I say that out loud?
I do go
Damn
both
it.
ways.
I just
Anyways.
Brandy just wrote a comment.
Oh, yeah.
Mine are only about death. It's happened 3 times, and each time the person had just passed away. They came to say bye to me, and they were gone when I woke up.
Gone when I woke up.
To me, that
I want
sounds
to
like
clarify what she means by gone when she
gone,
woke
like
up.
as in
Like they passed away while she was sleeping.
So she had a premonition about someone who actually did die?
I'll
wait
let you look at the
Because
comment.
I have more questions to be able to...
There's the comment.
Let's see a minute.
Yeah, I would have fixed the screen, but I didn't have it.
Oh, okay, it is premonition. That's an interesting gift she has.
Yes. So yes, they
All right.
they had passed while she was sleeping.
So anything in the universe I don't feel is ever wasted. So if she is getting these premonitions about death, then I would invite her to look at, how does that feed somehow into her purpose? Because again, nothing's wasted. Anything that you are talented or good at, and anything that you're passionate about. I don't know what her passion in life is, but I just know, because it's the rule of the universe, that somehow it's tied to that. Not knowing anything about her, first thing I'm thinking of is, that she might be a very empathetic person, and maybe she feels called to grief counseling.
Yeah, she's just confirming that they were alive when she went to bed and dreamed and woke up they had passed. So, and she said,
"Did you know them
either.
personally?" I was just curious.
Oh yeah, did you know them personally? How tight were you?
If I had eerie music, I'd be playing that right now.
Well, I mean, as opposed to celebrities or whatever.
Yeah, we help.
Sorry, that traffic that you hear. It's not really eerie.
No, but it's passing into the veil.
There you go.
Someone had to say that.
Very close relatives.
Okay, yeah.
And
well, I think when it happens like that, our relatives are our relatives for a reason, I feel, energetically. And I've witnessed a lot of death in my life. For someone my age, it's like I've seen a lot of death. And what I've come to understand is that they become your spirit guides a lot of times. So most people aren't as blessed as she is to get that goodbye.
Yeah,
that transition.
It's like grandmother, cousin, and aunt.
Well, another way of thinking about that is it could be a goodbye from the family member who was passing. If there was a strong connection between the
literally
two of
what
them.
that was, I feel. But
If you
if
believe
she's,
in that.
I wonder if she's looking for. Oh yeah, I'm just going into the assumption because the conversation's there that she does believe it. But what was I saying?
Wow, we have gone from filthy, dirty right back into the
I
supernatural.
like to dive deep, man. Both in every way, whether it be spiritual
Coming up
or
next,
metaphysical.
Tiffany's going to go balls deep into the mysteries of the occult.
For the record, I don't have balls.
Thank you.
I do. You ate them. You ate them tonight.
Good to know.
Well, if I do, they're in a jar, and I did eat.
You ate them
I did eat
tonight.
balls tonight. They weren't chocolate or salty, but they were balls.
All right, hold on one second. I got a commercial to play. Sponsored to you by.
Look at that! The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence.
We just got one 2 years ago after your parents were killed.
I want a new fence. That's it. We're never having sex again. Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. Your home is your equity. What exactly are you saving it for? You need to impress people fast, not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes, which doesn't seem likely. We know living in the suburbs is a constant competition, where you're defined by your lawn and your siding. Call American Bank of Los Santos when you need to add a rec room addition with a jungle swing or a jacuzzi for 8. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar so you can get drunk in private. American Bank of Los Santos. Dreams take money. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today?
If any of you out there are gamers, you'll know exactly what that's from. You're not a gamer.
I used to be, but that was a long time ago.
See,
it was an adaptation because the person I was with was a gamer.
Oh, okay. Gamer by proxy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the thing that sucks about being with a gamer,
they don't shower.
They tend to get addicted to it,
Yeah,
and
they don't shower.
it's like they're. Well, no, that wasn't the issue in his case, but.
Oh, good. He gamed in the shower.
No.
Gamers can be gaming,
but they get so lost in the world that the only way for me to interact with him was joining the game with him. But it felt extremely lame, and I ended up leaving him. But for other reasons, that's just like.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you know, I like him and I like gaming, but to a degree. I mean, it would be
some balance.
Exactly.
I like killing him in the games. That's always fun.
So, what do you guys play?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, okay.
Grand Theft Auto. I like the sports games, but nobody else does.
I fucking hate
Here,
sports.
anyway.
I can't. All I do is I just mash the controller, and I'm like, oh, you got a goal. I had no fucking clue what I just did.
Okay. No, I was an Assassin's Creed girl.
Oh, there you go.
Tomb Raider, that kind of thing.
My cousin scored that. She scored the game and the movie. So,
I mean, I can see what
that's
you're
my claim
saying.
to
I mean, it's one thing to just to have it like for a fun time for a little bit, but if you have to, unbelievable, if you have to join in the game to have. Communication with them,
right?
Because you're not getting any
other attention.
Yeah, they're too dived into on it. Yeah,
right.
But I mean, I've been guilty, like as far as, all right, life goes to bed, I'll just play for hours, and but it's because she's already asleep. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
it's different,
right. It's not like I might actually go to bed with her, and then after she falls asleep, we get up to play. Sneak out and play. But I mean, at least
turn on and you hear, "Fuck you!" Fuck you!
But that's the funny part. Like with Grand Theft Auto, is everyone uses a headset, or some will have the headset plugged in, but they don't use it, so it's on the floor or something, and you hear, "Ma, can I have some potato chips? 5 more minutes. You said 5 more minutes."
My worst are the assholes who eat Doritos while they're playing, and you're
What's the
crying
best?
in the background.
And this happened at a friend's house, where he had a projector, and there were 4 of us, and we're drinking at their house, whatever, and projected the game on the wall, 4 split screen of Mario Kart.
Oh no!
And it's
that
hysterical. Oh yeah, because I'm dirty. I'm a dirty player because I'm very competitive. So
Yes,
exactly. I like push them in the middle of the turn. It's a fucking Rainbow Road. And anyone who's ever played that game knows it's the most miserable.
I have
track.
to be in another room from him because I will get up and throw shit at him. And
I like to bring scrunchies because you get to assault them, but no one actually gets hurt.
Yeah. See, I've got a 2-bedroom apartment. I've got like 6 or 7 TVs. So I tell him to go in the other room.
Yeah. I call it the command center.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now I got my Dungeon Master set up right here, so nobody can see my notes. And you walk into a room and there's a griffin. What do? You
like Dungeon Master? I like Supreme Commander. I like to be in control.
Kat Jones checking out. She's going to say goodnight. She's going to work with Chicken McCocks in the morning. So telling us to enjoy Sexy Mofos. Girls' night out soon. Patty Tiffany.
Must.
I'm down.
I'm just saying, Kat Jones, you were the least. What's that word?
Give a clue.
Least,
I have a vast vernacular. I can hook you up.
Hey, Kat,
having that dildo,
it's painful to watch.
Having that blue dildo sticking right out of your crotch there while hosting,
that's how I met her. That was the best.
Least intimidating woman wearing a strap on I have ever seen.
Yes.
But is that not like a great icebreaker though?
Oh, that's
it's
awesome.
Comfortable.
And obviously, if I'm going to a party like that, I'm not a prude.
I can
for a guy, no. I mean,
I can think
you
of
and I are just
far better. We're both. Who's getting that?
yeah. There's no male demonstration.
We're going to demonstrate
right?
pegging. And it's just you're just like
teach his own man.
Yeah, the big strap-on dildo didn't look like it had a whole lot of flexibility to it.
Is that what I heard?
She's just leaving.
I had to.
Oh, bye, cat. Sorry, the pasta mess in there was freaking me out, so I had to go.
Yeah, we had to mute it because it sounded like someone was breaking into the
I kept
apartment.
knocking over the hot sauce. Oh, I bought 2 new hot sauces. Did you see
Oh,
them?
great, more hot sauce.
The first step in admitting you have a problem.
Oh,
is admitting you have a
I have 170 bottles of hot sauce.
So on our
Like I
next,
said.
make sure you tune in for the next show. We're going to have an intervention. You've all heard of hoarders. She's a food hoarder.
We
She
should
just
get a.
pooted.
Oh, you farted.
You need a clinical specialist to discuss salt too.
That's,
But yeah, that blue cock is called Hercules.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
Hercules.
Hercules.
Sorry
if any of you remember that movie or not.
But thanks, Cat. If you're still on, I want to know what's the biggest I can get that
Hercules.
coochie cream. No, the coochie cream, not the Hercules.
Oh, the coochie cream.
No, he's
Content.
dying. He's dying to try the Hercules.
That was
Do
incredible.
they come in gallons?
Right? Please. You two,
I think
you two
they
could probably
do come in
the,
pints.
you guys could do the whole UK over there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I watch a lot of British television.
Where's Pat? Oh, there she is.
I am. What's up?
I don't have that excuse.
I was busy. I lost my top in there and everything.
Oh, I missed it.
The top to my drink.
Oh. Go excited.
You know that's upside down.
Well, you know what? It's still early.
Okay, so
my top. I lose my top.
you know it's going to be
upside down, right? I mean,
it's going to be a long night.
It's because it's in duress.
That way.
That's
like a-
whatever. It's going to be a long night when the swizzle stick is upside down in the drink.
She just wants to stir efficiently.
I don't know if you listened last week.
I didn't.
The show just...
Do I get flogged now?
No, it went into the shitter like real fast.
No, I was good. It was the week prior when I was drunk.
Before,
Is that what you're talking about? No, because I came with dirty notes last week.
I want to chime in something.
Okay, but you did kind of close your eyes about halfway through the show and went, pancakes is out here.
No, that was the week before because I was drinking heavily. That's when we did the shots. We were doing Jesse James at night.
Oh, yeah.
That's the week prior, not last week. Last week I was on point.
We may have to ban Jesse James. I'm
Poor
not
Bumpus
sure.
trying to be patient.
No.
All right, go ahead.
We
there,
talk
Big
over
Will.
him a lot. Sometimes he gets pissed off.
Oh, he
I
always
was
does.
going to say, if Kat is still in here, we're going to ask a quick question here in a
Now
second.
it's time for...
Dear Byron.
When your books are what you're there about, but looks are what you care about. The time is right to learn the facts of life.
When the world never seems to be living.
She's a big fan of Logo. She watches it all the time, and it's
That
always
and
on.
RuPaul's
All
Drag
right.
Race.
I know Chris had a question.
All right.
So, Chris, start typing now. We'll get to it.
Yep. But
That is
one
nothing.
question I saw, I'm making paraphrasing
Believe
somehow.
Try
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, dear Byron, what if my girlfriend
That's
wants
strong.
to try
Yes.
the blue Hercules on me?
What's a blue Hercules?
It's
the blue
big
dildo?
blue. Yeah. The one that Kat greeted us with at the party.
Run.
Right.
Just run.
What if she tries out a smaller version?
I do concur
Is he
there.
even open to it?
Okay, can I ask this, dear Byron? So forget those two. What if your girlfriend is just trying to get you to try new things, and she says, "You know what?
Just one knuckle?
No. Can I try my tongue on you?" And just your tongue. We're not asking for one knuckle deep. We're not asking for anything. Just let me.
There's a lot of nerve endings down there.
There
and
are.
there is a lot to be said about prostate stimulation.
Now, this is
I'll get on medical if you want.
This is a
You don't know what
very,
I'm saying.
very important thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good idea to have a bidet in a house that you are...
What if your girlfriend's just like, you know what? Or your girl that you're dating, she's like, I don't care. Don't, I know you're uptight, whatever. Do what you got to do, but I really don't care. I just want you to try something different. So what?
You farted.
So what?
But it's one of those things you go, if you don't like it.
Exactly.
If they're
But what if-
resistant,
okay, so what if
don't try to talk
he's
them
been
into it.
uptight? He's so uptight about it.
Yeah, so then don't. He's not ready.
Why?
He's not ready. He's got to be ready. That's the
But
whole
what
thing.
if it's like
But that's just it. He may never be ready.
But he's kind of
And that's
hinting.
okay.
He's kind of hinting he might, and then he shies away, and then he's like he about it, and then he shies. So what does that mean?
It means. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would say I would dance it on the outside, right? And then leave it to him if he's going to lean in. But it has to be his body language has to respond because, like, otherwise,
So is it bad if the girl kind of says, "Oh, baby, I just want to give you a little bit of pleasure. I'm not, it doesn't matter." Like she's
it's all
kinda,
about where it's coming from.
It's
I mean,
a
she
little
wants him to
sexy.
feel. Yeah.
It's just
there's definitely a way to deliver it.
Yeah, exactly. She's not like, I'm gonna stick my phone. No, it's more like
you don't need to confuse genders. Yeah,
exactly. Because already he's like,
you can still, you can totally come in with feminine energy and him not feel demasculated.
Like,
if it's
because it's not about that. It's just a little bit. Yeah, exactly.
It's really not that
You're
bad.
macho. You're a super macho guy. I'm not trying to, what's the word?
Emasculate.
You don't want to demasculate.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to give you the pleasure. Maybe some of the pleasure you're giving me.
Right.
That's all it is. And if you don't like it, I'd never have to do it again. Like if you don't like that meal, I never have to cook that meal again.
That's the more you know from Patty Case.
Here's another question from.
Told you I'm single, ready to mingle, baby.
This comes from Perry in Ohio. While having sex with my girlfriend, she goes on to Periscope. How do you respond to that?
Wear a mask.
So
If everything is on the internet, it will be on the internet forever.
Is it hidden from?
Would it be, and there are other social media things. So boom, like all of a sudden, you're doing the do, and she pops up a live video feed.
Okay, so if you're famous, don't do it because you'll end up on TMZ and someone will find you.
Yeah, right.
We know people scour TMZ.
I
for their
do
news.
feel there has to be a conversation first.
Okay, so I'm just going to chime in because I am a Periscope girl, which is weird that this question came up. But so I would be like, hey, I'm going to go on Periscope.
Right. Because you have to announce that.
Yeah.
That's forever.
If anyone knows me, I'm not as much a Periscope girl as I used to be. I used to be fucking insane about it.
But you're fearless. Not everybody is.
But now it's like, versus every single day, now I'm once a month, which is, if you think about it, that's a big change for me.
Is it the same time a month?
Oh no!
No. I mean, I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm just saying that there's definitely a link to
there
hormones.
There is no rhyme or reason to this
Okay.
I'm spur of the moment. I'm like, whatever. So I'm wondering, like, A, kudos for this girl for knowing Periscope, I guess, and B, if she's announcing it, he could easily say, "I'm not into that. What the fuck are you doing? I don't want to be put."
Right. That just should be the conversation should happen before the recording.
Yeah.
Instead of in the middle when you pull your head out from underneath the pillow and go, "Why are you?"
And they may agree to it, if
and we just
they're
got shared
unrecognizable.
5 times. We're up to 580 people.
But you know what? Some people will be exhibitionists, but they don't want them to be known. So like there's things they can wear a mask or whatever, so that you're not identified, but you still get that thrill of being an exhibitionist.
So this is I'm figuring that the situation has to be a tab A being put into slot B instead of A. Because C, we all know, is Cornelio. And then,
you know what? There could be a whole lot of nonsense going on in anything. If you're periscoping something, you might already be kind of crazy. You might be in a crazy moment.
Yeah, in a crazy moment, if you have time to pull out, log in, and center that.
Create a new login name. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Wow, Perry must be.
Did we answer the question?
Perry must be, got it going on.
Or just.
Anyway.
I got 6 more, so.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
dude.
I need beer.
Dear butt. Oh, yeah. Who needs a beer?
I could use
Bubba?
one. Thank you.
Can you bring 2 just in case it's going to be
like
bring
anything?
bring a fistful.
No, I'm just going to have what
Great
We have
burrito.
much,
It's literally this big.
We have a great burrito.
I'm tired, so I don't want to risk it. I'll do some water.
Okay. You have one.
That's an ancient Chinese secret, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is the favorite drink of ninjas.
This one comes from our friend Lily and Maynard.
Lily and Maynard?
Yes, we'll say Lily and Maynard. How does she tell her BF that she needs more attention without sounding like a bitch?
What kind of attention does she want?
That's a good one, right? And I guess that's open.
Well, because that's like a whole other thing, right? But, there's a difference between coming into it with "I need" or, you know what I mean, that kind of energy, as opposed to saying, "You know, it would be awesome if fill in the blank."
It's all in the wording.
It really is. So if you're saying "I need" and you're asking someone for something that's uncomfortable for you, and the other person might feel defensive, but if you're like, "You know what would be great," you know, this. Whatever. I mean, I don't know what's, specific scenario. But the other thing is, what is holding their attention? Are they texting other people instead of paying attention to you? Is it, what's the competition?
Right. Well, yeah, right. What is it that's taking that attention away?
Right.
But yeah, I guess that would vary. But, let's see.
And you know what? And coming from love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're coming from a loving place.
Yeah, right.
Like, I love connecting with you, so let's do this, as opposed to,
see, this is
you're ignoring me.
This is so completely different. She's coming from a loving place. Usually it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
In this studio, it's I feel the love in here tonight.
I'm sorry, I'm a light worker.
It's only
love.
It doesn't mean I don't swear and make fart jokes, but
there's love there. There's love in the air. No, that's Patty farting meatballs.
Love will be in the air later.
Bob from Rhode Island asked.
You're listening to the greatest radio station in the world.
Of course.
Hey.
Wait, what? Huh?
Now he's got a touch screen. And now he's still fucking up.
That's all right. I'm fine with tying him up if you want me to.
There are handcuffs in this studio.
We get cuffs and ties and whips and belts. Okay.
Muscle trained and restrained.
What is there? Is there at least 3 pairs?
At least 5.
5 pairs, yeah.
Awesome. What's the next question, then?
Bob in Rhode Island asked, what if I'm eating out my girlfriend and she farts during that eat out?
You pretend that never happened.
Do you keep going?
Oh, God, yeah.
Right?
Are you kidding?
Keep going?
The
Yeah.
alternative is she dies of embarrassment.
She's gonna die of embarrassment because not die, but she's already embarrassed, right?
And he should take it as a compliment because she's that relaxed, man.
I'm gonna.
She's like, oh my God, this feels so fucking.
Guard down, gas out.
I'm gonna add a caveat to that. You do have to address the elephant in the room if you are tickling the rosebud with your tongue.
Oh, if that happens, that's like super embarrassing. I would be like, oh my God, if someone said something to me, I'd be like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
No, mouthful of fart. You just did. You can't really. I think of the
Tiffany,
worst.
haven't had that.
Tiffany, have you held one in?
Oh yeah, but nobody witnesses me fart. It's like a secret. I go into
no secret here, babe.
No. I'm one of those. Like, I go into the bathroom, no one knows about it.
So, I
will suffer if I have to. Do not let it out.
People know you as you've never done it. You don't do it, right?
No one's ever heard me fart. I was like, burping is a different story, but no.
Oh my God, Chris has the story. Chris, why don't you call in? Is our phone line up?
Oh, no.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're now breaking up Tiffany's ass. We're going to see what happens.
So am I discussing
a
human
pillow.
being that I fired a lot?
Well, I look at it as a comfort thing, though. Like Tiffany said, I mean, at least you're comfortable enough.
You can interpret it as a compliment.
Well, just like a guy, if he's eating you out and he burps during it. It's like,
that's different.
Why is that different?
Because it's not in my face.
Well, see, that's funny. That's coming up. That's the
so
I've
had a guy eating me out, and he goes, "Oh, burp!" Compliments to the chef.
Right. And I would like, I'm glad you enjoyed it so much that you had extra air.
Keep going down there, man.
I'm smiling because it's the next thing on my list.
Oh shit!
Oh, dear Byron, what if I burp during eat out? That's from Joe in Arizona.
You push your face right in there. You push
your mama.
No, you push your face right in there. She'll never know.
Well, there's a reason why in other countries, if you're burping, they take it as a compliment, because the reason why you even burp in the first place is because you're ingesting so much that you are swallowing air bubbles. So yeah, it's definitely a compliment. I mean, it's all in how you look at it, right?
So, I got to have a moment of my opinion now because I just had an epiphany. It being the 21st century, yeah, there you go. Because Tiffany's here, I had an epiphany. It is the 21st century, and there is a lot of scaping going on, being it womanscaping, manscaping, and
yes,
and those days of this noise and pulling hair out of your
the
mouth.
Mod Squad, yeah,
it's all gone. You know, the ball throw and the bush out
I
west.
hate ball throw. Guy who lets that shit grow out too much.
I don't
want to
care
give
about
any credit.
ball hair, but like
I do because it's like
the area that is the base of the shaft. Like
yes,
it's got to be clean.
That's got to be clean.
I wish I had the
men need to know to keep up on that
Irish
shit.
Spring.
I mean, no matter what, I love him. I'm toughing it out, but you know.
Wow, she's a trooper.
Yep.
Well, it's not. I shouldn't say I'm
clap
toughing it
right
out,
there.
but like it's a small thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a small thing.
Oh, is this Chris?
I think so. Oh my.
Here we go.
Hey, you're on the Wicked Pizza Show. Who's this?
Hey, it's Chris from Jersey.
Hi, honey.
Hey, what's up, dude? Okay, I have an embarrassing story. I was having sex with my ex-wife one time,
Okay.
and right before I was about to blow, all of a sudden you hear, I'm like, oh my fucking Christ! And we both started laughing so hard that it was done. It was over.
Yeah, I could see that. It's like it's funny, but then you like lose all interest, right?
Yeah, it does kill the moment.
Yeah, it killed the moment, but you're like, fuck, man. Holy shit. How does that happen?
You were
Kinda
just that
like-
So
relaxed.
did you jump back on that wagon right away?
No, it was done. It was over.
Yeah, it was a buzzkill, right? It killed that moment.
No, that was it, dude. But what are the chances of that happen to anybody? One in a fucking million?
No, it
No.
happens. That's happened to me in
It
my
happens
previous
more often than
relationship.
you might think.
Yeah,
It's 'cause
Chris,
you're
that's
so
totally
relaxed.
happened to me a few times in my relationship, my old relationship.
Just stay away from.
Oh,
the
that's
buttons.
badass, man. It's like
I have a
that's like-
buzzkill moment.
Badass,
story.
Okay.
literally.
I've got a buzzkill moment story.
Share bumper.
So this is a while ago. Because my cat's dead now. But but yeah, I think it kept doing my cat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, making love to my wife, and I stop and I just start cracking up. She gets pissed. She's like, "What are you laughing about?" And I said, "Look over my shoulder, and a cat right here on my back."
So does that mean you're doing missionary style with your wife?
And the cat goes, "Meow." And that was, we both cracked up, and that was it. And that was the end of
Okay,
that.
so question for you.
Yeah.
The second you felt that cat jump on your back, why the fuck did you not go and push her off instantly and just keep pumping?
Like,
I'm serious.
in the moment, yeah, I was just pumping, like I wasn't thinking about the pause.
But you
the
felt
pause
the-
walking
you felt
back.
Bad pictures in my head here that I can't erase.
Oh my god.
If I
Need a
had a
consultation?
dog
I do that too.
humping my leg or a cat, like I've been in the bed and my husband's done missionary with me and the cat's like crawled up right next to my hips. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. I want a cat next to me. Because a cat with a sandy tongue or sandpaper tongue's licking my thigh. I'm like, get out of here.
So the texture of the tongue is the problem.
No, but if there's a guy there licking your side, you'd be like, "Ooh, okay."
Well, a guy's different than a cat with a sandpaper tongue. That's kind of weird. You want an animal licking you.
Now, have you
This
ever
is why I
had
have
something like
fish.
that, Chris? Have you ever had dog or cat walk in while you're doing the thing?
Well, Chris has dogs, right, Chris?
Yeah. And, yep, they have. And it's just like, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Kind of
It's
brings
like-
in a whole
because
new
they-
term to doggy style.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you know what? They're females. And I never seen a female dog hump anything. but they hump. I'm like, what the
They
fuck?
do?
How does a female dog hump? Yeah.
Because they're horny as fuck, dude.
Pardon me 1 second. I got to go for a quick
You should
station.
see me when I'm horny.
I got to go for a quick station identification.
Hi, you're listening to the greatest radio station in the world.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's the Wicked Pizza Show.
Chris, have you ever had? Well, I haven't, but I've had a friend that said the dogs would come in the room, just sit there and stare.
Oh, it's a friend, right? Okay.
I don't have my dog.
And he
number.
breaks out the
Yeah,
peanut butter.
that's what they do.
Just come in and just
Slathers
stare at
it
you.
on.
I
while
would
you're
lock
doing it.
that dog out of the room. Get the fuck out. I don't need a dog staring at me. That would intimidate me. Like if a door is cracked,
Because
that
really,
intimidates me. Every
the
chance
dog's
someone's gonna walk
thinking.
by and see me.
The dog's thinking, yeah, I'm next.
Not it.
No, ever since that one day when the dog came in, I close the door every single time to make sure they don't come in.
Yeah,
They just try to jump on the bed and get up. Oh yeah, they try to get up on the bed and try to get all that shit. No, they didn't. They didn't whine, but you know they get up on the bed, try to smell your butt like they do every other dog, and it's like, come on.
Oh my god, how much of a buzzkill would it be if you're in the middle of the act and the dog comes and licks your butt? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
But some weirdos would like that shit.
Yeah, some would.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Of course.
it wouldn't work for me, but
Dude.
No, me neither.
Well, I want to know.
No.
I need to know what works for you, Bubba.
Oh, well, not that. No dog licking my ass, that's for sure.
Oh, no, same here. No,
She said Kat was selling that electric tongue thing.
What, the face with the tongue? Did you see
no, that was something different.
But did you see that? Do you remember that from the show?
I do.
The face with the tongue.
And
That's
years
weird.
ago, I bought something just like that for the guy I was with.
Yeah, and did he like it?
I can't believe I'm going to say this. It was good, except for the fact that it was annoying that he was longer than the toy was.
Oh,
shit! But Kat explained that.
Did it come through the back of his throat?
No, but actually, Kat explained it for me in the thing. Not knowing I had the question. That it's designed so that they can.
Yeah, but do they
finish
get
on the outside and not make it dirty?
But I wonder if they get the same pleasure, or if they get like a disconnected pleasure because they're out of the.
Well, it's just like a dildo. I mean, it's not like you have an emotional attachment to it.
Actually, no, I don't think it's like a dildo. Because if they're out of it, then you're only. Your head is out.
I mean, it wants to be warm at all times.
The plastic is only around the shaft.
Feel free to chime in, Chris.
But no,
Oh my god, you know what though?
But it was
for a male dog, it's just as good for a male dog because I work at a company where people ship shit out and they ship out dog semen.
They ship shit out.
No, they ship. Yeah, they ship dog semen out, and the guy's like, yeah, because we couldn't get there for Saturday delivery. This guy's like, you know what? I jerked this dog off for no reason, so he got the pleasure and I got nothing. So I was like, wow.
I think I'm gonna.
First of all, that's not very compassionate.
No, it's not. I don't like that shit either, but I don't have a choice.
He's doing it for a purpose, but hashtag no thank you.
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh god.
Let
me milk this cow, baby.
Tiger Lily's had a cat crawl between her and her other and lay down on her.
Yeah, or between.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, cat? What are the cats thinking?
I gotta tell you, if it's a cold room,
yeah.
I mean, it's
Go to
like
the heat source.
Yeah, a little extra warmth on the back. Never killed
No,
anybody.
That's why they sit on keyboards.
I don't need pussy hair because I don't have. Anyway.
TMI.
Sorry, I told you girl needs a boyfriend.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
I am, baby. I so am. Damn, I'm going on Tinder after this. I need a boyfriend.
Oh, yes. About that, right?
Okay.
Online dating.
Swipe left,
So
swipe.
well, like, I did it for a while because I was like, you know what? I don't want to be attracting alcoholics anymore.
Okay.
And like dealing with all that.
Oh,
so,
well,
the thing is, the most insane freaking dating stories that I've had have been through online dating, and they didn't drink.
Really?
So the point is, humans are still humans.
Yes. So what's your online dating? Plenty of fish?
Well, I don't anymore because I'm
did you?
off the market. But well, it depends what you're looking for.
Okay.
So to be completely honest, there was a time when I recently left my husband. When you're back on the market, Stella had to get her groove back, and I was on Plenty of Fish because it's clear what that is, right? But when you get past that point and you're like, okay, I want something real, I want to find someone to potentially spend the rest of my life with. You don't go on Plenty of Fish, you know. It's more of the...
That's funny because that's where my soon-to-be ex is on right now.
Well, the thing is... Well, like I said, there's times when you need to get your groove back.
Yes,
build up your sexual self-esteem. And then there's other times when, you want something real. But the point is, you don't go to Tinder to find a husband or wife.
No, you go there just to get
right.
off.
It's a hookup site. But if you otherwise go to eHarmony or Match or OkCupid, but the thing is with those sites like that,
they cost money.
Well, there are ones that don't. Like Elite Singles, is one that you put time into, and I'm inclined to think that if they're taking the time to put in what their deal is.
I think another big thing with dating sites is people need to pick wisely the first photo.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen some photos.
They may be good-looking people, but they just put out the shittiest picture.
I have downloaded.
And vice versa. It's like, don't show me a picture from 20 years ago.
Oh my God, my husband put a picture on when my kids are like 2 and 10.
Oh, that's nothing too. Don't keep the kids off the dating sites.
Yeah, and they're like 19 and 11. It's like,
right, no, it's like you name, it is important to bring up the fact you have kids. But don't put them in the shot with you. Like... That's just my thing.
Or don't put them in any whatever.
Well, there's a
we
weird,
can go
there's
on
a
and on about
growing
exes right
thing
now.
out there about guys who are looking for like instant family. Just add dude. It's
yeah, for sure.
It is. They just want.
I went on a first date where he wanted me to meet his kids, and I'm like, I just met you. I don't know, what potential we have. And he got pissed. And I'm like,
don't
okay,
know what kind of lunatic you are, but
right. Needless to say, that didn't go anywhere.
Trying to find
Chris, do you have kids?
I have one son. Yeah, he's 14, and you know what? If somebody wanted to meet him right off the bat, you know what? You don't want to put your kid through that. You want to wait until you're actually established.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
See,
so I see where you're coming from.
Not everybody can see the photo that I'm about to show in the studio, but this is.
Oh my God! Is it the one I think it is?
It's from a dating site.
It's his O face.
Oh my God!
Sorry, it's a picture. Papa was singing.
He was in the middle of
singing.
Singing.
That is clearly him doing renovation in a bright yellow traffic stopping T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Singing probably some Whitney Houston song.
It's got to be Mr. Cakes. It's got to be.
Papa just turned his back on me after saying that. He doesn't like me anymore.
I was just reading Brandy's comment about if you meet someone at a bar, it costs you money, right? Paid dating sites could contend you pay for the quality, right?
I believe in just like, maybe because I am in a music scene, what I'm trying to do in my single life is just maybe meet up with friends and go out to some bars and see some local bands and
just do what you love.
And exactly, do something I love and talk to people and bullshit.
Right, that's how it happens.
I don't want. That's why, even though I'm single, I didn't sign up for any of these dating sites. And as a joke, I said to the guys, "Hey, let me sign up for some of these dating sites, and we'll like goof on how many dick pics I get." And they're like, yeah,
it really feels like throwing darts in the dark.
And I'm sort of like probably as yourself, Tiffany. Because of the jobs I've done in the last 20-something years, and who my husband was, I'm pretty well known in the area.
You're a big fish in the small pond.
Yeah, I'm a top. I consider myself a top dog.
You are.
And I'm not saying anything shitty.
You're charismatic.
I'm not saying anything bad.
Fearless. You're out there.
Cut your crap out with your clapping. I'm not trying to say I'm all that in a bag of chips. I'm just saying I'm a little bit more known. I'm a little bit more known because I worked in famous malls. And people who shopped at my stores knew me. People who saw the band maybe my husband played in or bands I've seen know me. So I don't want to put myself out in that and then, I saw your wife on Penny Fish. Well, I'd rather go out to a club and hit or miss. I don't, But dating is weird though, Tiffany. Dating is so weird, It's very creepy and new to me, and I'm baby stepping.
Yeah.
Is all. Plus, I
Well,
still
you
have
know
two
what?
boys, so.
Yeah, you gotta trust your freaking gut, man. Like, sometimes, like, he does everything right, he says everything right, but, like, you just know something's off. And then
But
you get
you know
confirmation
when-
later, and then you're like, oh, see, that's what that feeling
But you know
was.
what's
Trust
crazy?
that.
It's when he's seeing all these things, and you're like, it feels right, but you just can't trust it because of whatever reason.
Well, as soon
and
as
finally,
you give
when you
into
do,
fear,
and he turns out to be super awesome.
Right. That's why you have to shed fear. I think fear is...
Yeah, but nowadays,
yes, Chris.
in my opinion, girls want nothing but scumbags. The guys that treat them
Why?
bad.
Right.
Why do you think
the
that,
bad
Chris?
boy.
Why do you think they want scumbags, Chris?
Because they don't think that, obviously.
It's either that or it's, a lot of people are shallow. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. Girls don't like nice guys. They want a challenge with the scumbags.
Chris, I'm hearing that from my ex-husband right now too.
And
So
you get that,
I
though.
I get it.
Because like the
Sorry.
scumbag, the bad boy type thing is usually the bad boy, the scumbag himself thinks he's a good guy, blah, blah, blah. Where most other people can just look at him and see he's a scumbag.
What makes a guy a scumbag, though?
Well, I'm a good guy.
But tell me
Stop
something.
talking about me.
I used to be...
Ego, criminal record, those kind of things.
Yes. Yes,
But
exactly.
he doesn't have those two things.
So.
Well, I used to be a scumbag magnet, and I can tell you why.
Okay.
I was the goody two-shoes kid. I was the good little Christian girl. And
A rebellious type thing for you?
Well, I did go through that phase, but, like, that's why, a guy who acts like the alpha used to be attractive to me.
Yeah.
Alpha meaning taking control.
Yeah. Well, just kind of. I shouldn't
And
say
sorry-
alpha because.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't really
sorry
need
that I
alpha.
act dumb, but sometimes I am dumb. So
No, well, sometimes I use words that don't.
no,
aren't
alpha
really what
totally
I mean.
makes it. I'm just a ding dong, and
Yeah, a
I've
macho
had-
man, you know
I'm
what I
on
mean?
drink 3, so so Tiff, bear with me. It's
That's
drink
all right.
3.
That's all right. No, if you're,
Oh,
if you're
and
asking the
Bumpa
question,
hides his eyes. Bumpa knows me as drink 3. He will be putting me into my. No, it's not into my car tonight. I'll just wander away. Anyway, go ahead, Tiff. Sorry.
it's all right. Anyways, I've come to value myself better, so I find that changes the kind of guy I'm attracted to. So I think there's definitely a link to women seeming to want the asshole and their self-image.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
No, I agree.
The girl
But Patty,
always wants the bad boy.
look at your ex. Look at your ex. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, you left him for a reason, right?
Yes.
But obviously, like it's like because he's not, I guess, the right guy for you. I don't want to get into that because it's none of my business. But I mean, if you meet a guy and he sits there and says, "Yo, fucking suck my dick," you know what I'm saying?
Oh
you know, you don't want to deal with that.
Chris, I'd be like, suck your own dick, bitch. And go, I need some. You know what? I'm queen bee in this shit. I'm a commodity here. That's because finally that's how I feel about myself. I'm thinking to myself, and if it's bad, if it's conceited, fuck you then. You don't need me. But the way I feel about myself is like, you're lucky to have a time with me. And I've never, ever felt that way before in my life, Chris. And I know that sounds like a conceited bitch right now, but that's how I feel. So if you're going to come at me that way, you're not getting into this girl's pants. If you come at me...
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem conceited
genuine
at
and
all.
sincere, you make me laugh. You're not trying. I don't want a guy to try.
Just be real.
Yeah, exactly. Be real. I just want...
Yeah.
It's Dear Patty time.
The more you know.
The guy that I sort of kind of like right now, he never came at me that way. He's just chatting me up. He's bullshit and he's like nonsense, which is like stupid shit. He's never once made any kind of moves like that on me. And not that I'm with him. It's just I'm kind of like, oh, he's kind of funny.
So you're saying
he's
like
kinda
his
cute.
moves are smooth moves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I'm not with him. I'm not. I don't know. But I'm talking to him still, kind of. We'll see. You know what? I'm a big fish in the sea, so you got.
But you know what? That's great.
You got to bring your game to get with the
Know
cakes.
what you want. That's the thing.
I do.
Now, Brandy.
That's great. Just be careful.
There you go. You're right.
Brandy in the chat room says girls that are with guys like that sometimes don't feel like they deserve better.
Yeah, exactly.
I do notice that once you become adjusted to that kind of mindset, you go into that rut, and that rut becomes comfortable.
Hell's fuck yeah.
I mean, you become numb to anything. You
Just
don't
adapt.
get pleasure. You don't get. You just kind of.
Welcome to the last 3 years of my marriage.
You just run through the.
I can relate.
Through the and it's. I have to tell you, as a younger guy, no game. Maybe it was a mullet. I don't know. But
so now that you're 40, blah blah, you have some game there, Byron.
I've had better game than I have in my entire life.
So can I ask you a question then, Byron?
Tread lightly.
Is he shutting off my microphone? No, just a question. So you feel confident about yourself? Are you?
No, but
you must then.
Confidence goes a long way.
It does.
It's huge.
So are you reaching out of your comfort zone? Are you approaching women that you wouldn't normally approach? Are there women that you don't think are in your not genre?
League is what you're thinking.
Thank you. Are there women out of your league that now all of a sudden that you feel comfortable talking to?
I think that no one's out of my league, but reality is.
So do you have a cutoff point with looks, age, style?
Do you have a list?
Yeah, do you
You should have a list. I think everyone should have a list.
Or Byron, do you go with the connection? You see someone, you have a connection, you could give a shit about their age, their this, their that.
There's a big
as
thing
long as they're
with-
legal, obviously. You don't want to go for a 16-year-old.
Don't make it weird, Patty.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm trying to make it weird to see where his level is here.
No, there has to be a connection, and again, also let's for safety's sake, just say yes. It definitely has to be legal. I mean, there's
So sometimes you've seen a young person that you're attracted to physically, spiritually, emotionally. It could just be like a chance meeting here and there. Oh, I'm in here getting a coffee, or I'm here doing this, I'm here doing that. And you see a certain person here and there all the time. You have a connection with that person? I'm just asking. It's all hypothetical. I'm pulling shit out of my ass.
It could happen. It just
Ooh, my ass is clean, baby.
She doesn't use the bidet yet.
Doesn't matter. I wipe about 12 times, so we're good.
I've noticed that, by the way.
We go through toilet paper like crazy. So
Yeah.
just like that.
With me, it's one and done because
Someone needs to teach me how to use a fucking bidet.
yeah.
So I will cut loose on the toilet paper.
There's a YouTube channel about that.
Yeah.
Then I need to Google it. I'll sit in there next time. I'll take a shit. I'll Google how
I'll put
to
it up on the
bidet
tablet
tips.
on the wall.
Then yeah. I'll be like, then you hear me at 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh!
It's not the first time I've heard somebody. I had a guest over here one time. I was walking the bathroom and I hear,
Like, you know what happened.
Okay, somebody.
I've
like,
been
you just
here.
use that
What,
bidet.
I've been here. What, 5 weeks? What was that?
No, sorry about that.
Oh, sorry. But I've been here, what, 5
Aliens
weeks?
are coming.
Because Byron is my buddy, and he's been helping me out lately through my separation. He's letting me sleep on his couch.
I'm trying.
which-
I'm teaching her less salt is better.
Yes,
Salt.
he's been helping me, which I super appreciate, and I'm trying not to bug him, even though I make a mess in the kitchen sometimes. I try to cook food for him just to. And
She
I try to-
does. She
and I
does
try to
that.
clean up my hair in the bathroom because I make a mess with that.
Oh my God. No, I gotta say though, I lived here for 3-4 years.
Yes.
Never bought a bottle of Drano.
And I brush my hair over his sink and I clog his drains on the first day. But no, I have to give you an appropriate shout out, which I so appreciate you just dealing with me during my time. And I'm like, I get cry.
Hey, no thing. Just don't leave cupcakes on the rat
I
infested.
left cupcakes on the stove and the little mouse ate some.
I have a little fuzzy visitor.
It's
there.
nice that you share.
I have been wiping them out left and right. You know, I used to feel bad about doing that.
You know what?
I shouldn't have
That's
damn
an
cupcakes.
I
Someone's
got an
supposed
idea.
to take some cupcakes and they didn't, and then we wound up with like extras. So.
I just thought of an idea that will help two people.
What's that?
the people who have a cat, they can rent out their cat for like a certain period of time to give it to people like you who have a mouse problem.
Oh, Chris laughing.
Yes.
Well,
It's a win-win.
I was going to take my cat Cookie here from my house because Cookie is my darling and I absolutely love her. But I actually did not ask Byron yet if he would like my kitty to come here. But she's so cute.
Is that an intended pun? Because that was beautiful.
I thought it was here already.
Why? There's no
That
kitty
wasn't
hair.
me.
There's no kitty hair and poops here. Oh, but no, she's so cute. She's double pawed, but she's a big fat tundra of a cat.
Her name's Cookie?
Yes, because I fucking work in the cookie business, so my cats are Cookie.
I thought it's because you did it all for
Cocoa
the
Puff.
cookie.
No, I have Cookie, Cocoa Puff, Oreo,
that's fun.
Chips Ahoy, Chippy. I don't know.
My dog's name is
cannot
Cookie.
name a pet to save my fucking life.
She's very original with her pet names.
No, I'm not. It sucks. My kids look at me, Mom, name the pet. I'm like, really? Okay, Cookie.
I have a funny pet naming
Cocoa
story
Puff.
for you.
Yes, go for it.
So I used to own a turtle named Noggin because he was always whacking his head into things, but that's not the
fine.
punchline.
That's fine.
So, like, so the thing is, I would
Now you
occasionally
laugh.
give the turtle feeder fish, but for some reason, there's certain fish it wouldn't eat.
Okay.
And apparently, goldfish is one of them. You don't realize that till they get bigger. So this feeder fish had no name, but I was doing a water change, which means I had the fish separately in a little bowl. I didn't cover the bowl or anything. And as I'm doing the water change, I hear this noise that was like... So I realized... Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And what happened is he jumped out of the bowl and was flopping on the counter, and I'm like, oh shit. So I run over to try to catch it before it falls on the floor, and
Yeah.
it's like a good, 3.5 feet
Yeah, because it's
drop.
like a 5-second rule even for feeder fish. You know?
Nice. So anyways, the fish falls, miraculously ends up living for a long life. But because of the fact that it jumped and almost, fell to his death and he did it
Committed
all on his own.
fishicide.
Yes, his name was Kamikaze.
Oh, there you go.
So I like it when behavior becomes the name, right? So
How long did
That's good.
Kamikaze live before Kamikaze became dinner?
no, actually,
He's still alive.
He's still alive. He might still be alive, but when I
He
left my
might be.
husband, so when I left my ex-husband, I left the fish by the time I left, it was a koi.
Yeah, the fish is dead.
No.
No?
Well, I mean, it might be now. It's been 3 years since I've been divorced, but the point is, it was
Ooh,
like
I have a
it was like
question.
6. It was about 6 or 7 years before I left.
How long did it take for you to get a divorce?
A year. You know why?
Why?
I left, didn't fight him for anything, and I left with nothing and started over from scratch.
That's what I'm doing.
You know
right
why?
now.
Because it's over with fast, and it needed to happen.
That's what I want to do. I don't want to take his house. I don't want his 401k. I want nothing from him. I just want to leave.
And we owned a business together, so I'd be
Yes, you did.
sitting really fucking pretty.
Yeah.
But it was that worth it.
No, don't give it all up.
No, Chris. It's almost like you're telling the guy, listen, I really don't just want to be with you. I just want to get away. If you take them for half their shit, don't they think
It
it's a little
drags
bit
out
more?
forever.
Right?
and-
No,
and
you know
there's
what?
costs involved with
I
even
want
getting that.
nothing from you except I want time with my kid. That's it. Because your kid is not with him.
No, he didn't even. That
Right.
wasn't even a fight.
Well, with my kids, he's fighting me tooth and nail. Which I'm not going to get all political or sad or whatever the fuck I'm doing on the show, but that's why I had to ask how long it took.
Yep.
So I'm on
No,
week 7.
you need half that shit.
Yeah, Chris. I mean,
No,
how-
Chris, I
how-
do not need half that shit. I don't.
No, you
Because
do.
I wanna fuck
You
that
want
dude
half
over.
that shit, not need
No, I
it. I'm
don't,
sorry.
Chris. No, I don't. Chris, I already fucked him over because of whatever I did. I just want to get out clean and be like, you know what? Go live your life. Go fuck some other chick. Just leave me alone. That's what I want. Just go away.
Chris, how don't share too much, but summarize. How did your divorce go?
My divorce, at first, I was angry, but then I'm like, me and my ex-wife are best friends, so we get along for my son.
Yeah.
Nice.
How long did that take you, though, Chris, to get to that point of best friends?
It took me a little bit. It did. I'm not
Like
going to lie. I was
months?
pissed
Years?
off and everything, but it took me some time. But then eventually you got to realize that, you know what? The kid is the most important thing in this relationship. And if he sees me doing something to my ex-wife, then he's going to think it's okay. And you know what? Say, oh, fuck this bitch. I'm going to do this to this girl. And you can't have that.
Yeah.
You just can't
you're right.
have that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. I mean, it's the very most important thing is, like you said, for the kid, you have to be, you got to be civil for the kid to begin with, and if you can be, I see that. Chris is very loud. Sorry.
And in my opinion, the kids, they belong with the woman. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but the kids belong with the wife, not for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And, similar situation, I would either, in that same type of, mom gonna be that way, you can't oust mom in the relationship, period. You gotta support mom, and dad. The support goes both ways. You have to support parents. Parents have to be there. And it's disappointing when, in some relationships where, one spouse is, I like in your case, I get you angry. I get the angry part. It's when you take that extra step to be like vicious or cruel. That's not cool. Yeah. But it's
but I also had stepkids too.
Yeah,
and I still to this day support my stepkids.
Yeah, and that's what's most important is supporting the kids. Yeah, you may be angry at your spouse for whatever reasons.
Don't put your kids in the middle of it.
Something fell apart, but
and don't step on your kids either.
It's not easy to do. It's really hard. It's really, really difficult, and nobody knows it better than I do because I was a really bad person when I was pissed at her. Yeah. But you got to understand, everybody has their own wants and everything else, and in the end, it's like it's all about the kid and how you bring up your kid.
Right. Yeah, that's most you can hope for in a relationship like that is, the parents, the kids come all good, and like you said, the parents have to remain civil. I mean, that's the hardest thing of many breakups is trying to remain civil with the kids, especially in your case. You got multiple kids. I can't imagine how that would be, but like I've always said, I've always been one to be that I will not stay with. I don't believe parents should stay together just for the kids.
No, because if it's a toxic situation, kids think that's normal.
Exactly, and that's how the kids end up. That's what they see, and that's
they duplicate
what
it later.
Exactly, and that's like another situation out. My buddy Byron here, and I know, the same thing. The kid ends up growing up in that situation, and as Tiffany said, they accept that. That's so when they.
And it becomes a normal thing, and then the process is repeated.
Right. So when they get married, well, hey, my mom and dad, whatever, was or did treat like shit, whatever, they think that level is okay. So I think that keeps people from finding that true happiness, because that's just how they grew up or what they saw.
No, that's just is what it is.
Yeah. But, and, Chris, I mean, like if you mentioned, people get angry in the situations, and obviously, it's not cool. I mean, people are going to get angry and frustrated, and that's understandable. And, like you say, you were a bad person at that time. Because
when the other one's acting like a shithead, it puts more weight on yourself to be the adult. And that was
but I can sit here and admit I was a dickhead at first. Mm-hmm. I really was the biggest asshole at first. But then you sit there and you realize, you know what? My kid's watching every little move I make to follow in my footsteps.
Yeah.
And you know what? This next generation is so fucked. That's unbelievable that I don't want to have my son grow up and not like women or hate women because of me.
Right. Yeah. And it's a tough thing. There was a friend of mine who years ago, his son is a grown adult now, but he went through a vicious divorce with his wife, and he was in the military at the time, And so, unfortunately, like in the military thing, a lot of times happens. The wife was, caught cheating. And anyway, he found out about it, and apparently she did it numerous times. But he went to court, tried to get custody of the kid, screaming about, how she did all this and that and that. But the judge simply pointed, that doesn't make her a bad mom. Whatever she does doesn't make her a bad mom. And so, he ultimately ended up agreeing to it. She wasn't a bad mom, so it ends up being a bitter battle. But I don't know.
Jeez, I got out of it light.
Yeah, right.
I mean, my first marriage.
Well, you have no kids, yeah.
My first marriage, got the divorce that night. Was in Foxwoods with my second ex-wife. And then my second ex-wife.
Didn't you have one ex-wife at like one end of the mall and the future ex-wife at the other end of the mall?
No, it was at a bar. I walked into the bar.
Oh, in a mall, yeah.
But no, I mean, it was, yeah. No, well, I mean, it was one of both other opposite
Yeah.
ends of the mall, and then it
one
all
pierced ears and one so closed. I don't know what the fuck.
It was an ugly situation. I walked into a local bar, and on the left side is my girlfriend, on the right side is my wife, and on the opposite end of the bar are my two bosses. And a beer shows up for me, and they were over there pointing at me, laughing at me, going, "Oh, we want to see what's going to happen."
Good luck.
Oh my god, I so would too. If I was a fly on the wall and knew the story,
break out
the entire story.
All I gotta say is,
shit.
"Fuck you, Jorge." That's what.
Dude, actually, I almost kind of, sort of should have known you and Bumpa during that time, right?
Well,
I should have.
Close, yeah.
I should have. I worked in Natick Mall from October 95 through 97, 98.
What store did you work?
PacSun, Pacific Sunwear of California.
No, you guys never
Top
caused a problem.
I opened late a couple times.
Yeah.
Well,
I was on this top floor.
how much was the fine?
$250 or $500 or something like that.
I never wrote anybody for open up late unless it was like 11 o'clock.
I was pretty hot then. I was like, if I'm 140 now,
Like she's not now.
I was 115 then. Coming from Fort Lauderdale,
She
sun
looked kind of
kissed.
Ethiopian then,
I was sun kissed from Fort Lauderdale.
Sun kissed at Sunpack. Now remember, kids, that's what you can find when you go to Sunpack Sun.
Playing No Doubt and 311 is loud as hell. So
I probably came up and told you to turn down the music if
you might have. You might have, but. Sorry, I was quiet during that last segment. I'm just going through a lot.
Wait a minute. How much did you weigh?
If I'm 140 now, I was like 120 then.
I weighed less than you.
Oh shit! Did you have your mullet then?
No, I had just gotten
Were
rid
you
of
on
it.
Segways?
No, I had a cheesy mustache and bulletproof hair.
Did you come and check my fire
It's
extinguisher?
3.
Byron, did you come and check my fire extinguisher?
I stayed clear of everyone's hoses. Okay, that was,
my hose was ready to be checked all the time.
No, I have to thank Massachusetts for one thing, though.
What's that, Chris?
The drivers.
Phil Murphy. He just put in, as medical marijuana, he put in that you can get it for anxiety. Phil
have
Murphy's
anxiety.
a god here.
Dude, I need a vape pen. I'm on anxiety here.
I find it kind of funny that it can be used to treat anxiety, yet at the same time it causes anxiety in some people.
You know what's funny? I'm going to admit something right now to you guys
depressing.
that you don't know about me.
Uh-oh.
I almost called my ex today and ordered 2 vape pens. I'm so
I don't do
fucking
that.
anxiety fucking ridden with all his bullshit he's giving me. I wanted to be able to be high all the time. And
No.
yes. Because
You can't do
it's
that.
not I want to drink. I'm so fucking like out of my mind about the shit he's putting me through. I need
But
some
you have to
outlet.
remember, when you drink, all you're doing
It's a depressant.
is, you're tucking that down
Yep.
and under, and it bubbles up later on and really fucks with you.
And you know, and I sit here and cry during my radio show and not talk for 10 minutes, which I just did about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but you also clean
I'm
dishes.
sorry, I didn't mean to bring
Yes,
anything
I
up.
did. I did go into the room and use Pine Sol and cleaned your fucking stove and cried my eyes out and washed dishes and packed away some
I
spaghetti
can just see
meatball.
it now. Bubba goes to make eggs someday here, and also the stove catches on fire. What happens? She's highly flammable pine salt.
But you know what? You
Bumpa
don't-
loves me.
You're allowed to feel.
I'm good to Bumpa.
You know what? You're allowed to feel whatever you have to feel. But I would invite you to when you're circling the drain to not get stuck there, because then the assholes win.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Well,
not allowed to
we've
say
had-
that on the radio.
yep,
but
had that
No,
conversation.
absolutely. You can say fuck shit.
Okay.
We can say all the 7 words that you can't say on TV and radio.
But it's so hard, Tiffany.
Oh, I know.
Tiger Lily, we
I
love you,
know.
Patty Muffin.
It's so hard.
I think Tiger Lily wants to butter your muffin. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
trying to get sad and fucking wicked pissed.
Stop apologizing. That's
Yeah,
the first
that's-
thing you need to stop doing.
Yep.
Yeah,
And you're
please.
surrounded by people who love you.
And the
Come on.
second, why don't we stick with beer? It's beer is.
Beer's making me fucking fat with you fucking assholes.
Well, yeah.
I gained 7 pounds doing this fucking show recently with you guys. I hate you guys.
It
I'm
wasn't-
sticking to fucking vodka and Crystal Light.
Crystal Light is a healthy option.
I remember the first time you told me that. I was like, you just put the shit right in there, like
What?
just the vodka. No, just the vodka, and then you poured the little Crystal Light cup.
No,
in
I
there.
don't. I made it. Oh, I lost the top to my Crystal Light in your refrigerator.
Oh,
So I used your
so if I find it, I'll.
yeah, no, so
I know where it
currently
came from.
in your refrigerator is your orange juice container thing that you make tea out of.
Note to self: don't drink the orange juice.
No, you can see
In the
my
morning.
Crystal Light in there, but it has no top. So I put it in your refrigerator half-ass, and it exploded.
topless.
It went,
Oh, God, I got a topless fridge going on, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls.
I always do your show topless anyway. I don't
Oh, my
even think
God.
you notice. So
Welcome to the studio.
I'm hiding behind multiple screens, so you can't see that I'm topless. I'm only sitting here in panties right now.
Because they Chris is
Now, Chris is. Wait.
I'm lying, Chris.
Let's go to Chris. What's going on, Chris?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So you
Chris, I will Periscope right now and show you what exactly I look like. Hold on.
No. It's okay, Patty.
No,
You can.
I'm in a dress. Chris, I'm in a fucking dress. Shut up.
Oh, okay. As long as you're in a dress and not butt naked, you're good.
Why? You don't want to see me butt naked, Chris?
Shit's getting real.
No, I see you butt naked. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. Who hasn't seen me butt naked on Periscope?
Oh, there goes Chris. Hold on a second. All right.
Okay, so my
Yep.
scope is going to be titled "He."
I guess it's
Oh
better
no, I
than-
took a screenshot of that shit. Oh hell yeah.
I guess it's better than.
Nah.
Butt naked. Oh, okay. Oh, I've been crying, so my eye makeup's all fucked up.
Hands up! I didn't make any sound effects that time. Okay.
So yeah, I
No
learned last
crying.
night you can lose an account in about 10 minutes. Is what I learned last night.
No crying. Stop the
I'm
crying.
not gonna say anything else. It was 5 minutes. Is that what he's saying? Oh, he's saying I lost my account. So anyway, hey Chris, have you walked any dogs lately?
Yeah, my own.
Hey now.
That's another thing. Dogs. I'm not a big dog fan.
Why?
I'm a big cat
I
fan.
love everybody's pets. I just don't want to be living with them. Is my thing.
Yeah.
Because like I don't. It's the piss and shit. Like everything else I can deal with.
Yep.
But piss and shit.
These
Piss and shit.
people-
That's a deal breaker for me.
These people who I see them walking down the street with a plastic bag in their hand, and the dog takes a crap, and they pick it up. What the fuck?
That's me.
Well,
That's
too bad you're stepping in
100%
it.
me.
Oh, I appreciate the pooper picker uppers because I'm not
But that's
stepping.
like
who
a
doesn't
sidewalk. You do
appreciate
that on
pooper
a
picker
lawn.
uppers?
And now I used to live in a house. I used to do the lawn, and I'd see a dookie on the ground. I'd lower the deck.
Oh
and
my
that thing
God.
just.
He wouldn't want to chop up a dookie.
Free fertilizer.
Yeah. Back in the 20th century, it was called fertilizer. Now it's called ew.
Now we have a little area for the town that's known, like where you walk them. It's not on anybody's property where they do their business. Oh my
Into
god,
the
dude!
duty.
I picked it up. I was like, bleh, bleh.
Oh my god!
I almost
Imagine picking
threw
up a
up.
hot steamy duty.
Yeah.
God.
Now we have just gone into a completely different.
I do not want to pick up hot steamy duty. That would like. make
Oh
me
my
wanna
god,
vomit.
it is warm. It is definitely warm. And then when you pick it up, it's like. So it's like, oh my god.
No, diarrhea, dog poop.
You
is
know
not my
what?
thing.
At that point, I think it's perfectly acceptable to bury it.
Yeah, right.
How are you burying it though? You gotta.
Oh my god.
Hey, man. Granted, we don't have talons, but you can still dig. I mean, bring the shovel, but like, if you didn't bring the shovel,
dog shit.
or you know
talking about digging up dog shit.
Well, no, digging a hole to put the dog shit in. You're not looking for it.
Oh my god.
I'd rather just pick it up and gag. That's
You know
okay.
what? A CD, like you know, what you can do is use a CD disc holder,
Okay.
and then just burn it after.
What, fling it at somebody?
That's true.
No,
Oh.
to use it as a spade.
Oh.
Well, my dog lays like 3 logs at one time.
What
do you have, Nikita?
Laying 3 logs.
What kind of?
So it's like I'm picking up like 3 logs. I'm putting my hand in the bag
You know what?
and trying to
If
get
it's
all
warm
3
and
logs in
steamy,
one
it's probably
shot.
Better if your dog doesn't have worms, does it? Oh,
man.
No.
Sorry.
No.
My cat has
It's just regular
worms, so I
poop.
see worms. What the hell was that?
Wasn't me.
X-Files.
Okay.
It's probably me, whatever it was.
Sorry. I made a noise.
You farted.
You
Oh.
farted.
Oh, no, I didn't fart.
Hold on one
I would
second.
tell you if I did. Okay.
You are listening to the Wicked Business Show.
Oh my god.
All right.
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, hey.
So I have no followers, and I just Periscope for literally, 5 minutes?
500 viewers.
Well, no, I'm slipping. 194.
Better than
I
mine.
missed it? What the fuck?
Imagine last night.
Periscope is threatening to take my name off of there because I got negative viewers. People
They're requesting money.
People are putting up negative name, not negative names, bad spellings of my names. Help me out here. Help me out, Bumpa. I can't talk.
Typos.
Bad.
Typographic errors.
Yes, my name is Patty. Patty. People are putting up different versions of my name.
Oh, the DD.
Trying to IE. And they're trying to
Oh,
act
Peppermint
like
Patty.
me, and yeah, they're getting banned under my name.
Well,
But you got a new account again?
No, Chris.
Not
I'm
anymore.
On the account, I'm on account number 5, which is the account I'm going to keep. But I saw last night a couple different account versions of my name pop up. So
it's P-A-T-T-I-E?
This is good.
Huh?
P-A-T-T-I-E?
Yeah, that's not me. I would never spell my name that way. So if you ever see that, that's not me.
Oh.
It's,
Yeah, there's
it's
plenty of
someone
people like that.
Someone pretending they're me, and they're pretending
That
to
is
do
the
some-
ultimate form of flattery.
which Tiffany, which I'm not.
Or
to-
stalker.
my
I'm a
horn-
glass half full kind of girl.
No, Tiff. I've had many different weirdo. They came up as patty cakes, but when you do the it's like at fatty cakes. I've had so many weird shit. So if you see any different spellings of patty cakes, it's not me, and some bullshit's going on. So don't watch it. Don't believe it.
Yeah, hell
Now
no.
it's time
I follow
for-
you 100%.
Dear Byron.
What are you doing, Bumpa? Bumpa's doing something.
and he's closing out the segment.
When your books are what you're there about, but looks
Go
are
ahead,
what you
buddy.
care about.
The facts of life.
Trying to,
All right, Bumpa. It's 11:12.
I get it.
We've done the show for a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
You have something to add right now.
Mike from Florida asked, is cooking oil acceptable substitute for lube?
It depends.
Oh.
Is it canola?
While extra virgin olive oil is great in cooking, It's not good on flesh.
Okay.
So what about just
Hey,
regular
Just saying.
canola
Not that I
oil?
would know.
So
A friend told you?
But canola oil is tasteless.
Tiffany,
Canola oil is tasteless.
You're in the middle of the hunka chunka.
What?
Hunka-
That's that what the kids are calling it now?
That's a Byron call it.
That's a Byron term.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the hunka chunka,
Uh-huh.
and your partner decides he wants to give you anal.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you're horned up, but you're not lubed up in the anal cavity. So you suggest cooking
Oh my
oil.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that bad?
What's the question?
No, is that bad?
No. Why would it be bad?
And would it work?
There's nothing. Okay, it's a food-based product.
Okay.
It's water soluble.
Mhm.
Well, it's not water soluble. It's oil. But my point
you're
is,
gonna have to use
I
Dawn
don't.
to
I
get
don't
that
see a
out.
downside.
Okay.
Am I missing something?
Did
I don't
that
know.
help you, Bumpa?
Chris, any thoughts on that?
But I
Like-
mean, I thought you were talking about a. It depends what you're doing.
You're
after
doing
the
Yeah, I
lube.
have thoughts on that.
Oh, then
I
what's
don't
the
like
difference?
anal, period, because I'm afraid that the girl's going to get too hard.
Oh no, 'cause there's nothing wrong with using cooking oil, but I mean, no matter what happens, you gotta clean your.
He's giving you anal, and it smells like French fries.
But the thing is, if anything's happening after anal, the washing has to happen. That's regardless of
Oh,
lube.
of course. Oh, for sure.
No, some guys are into the ATM thing, and I just no.
Ass to mouth? No ass to mouth. No ass to mouth.
No, I don't care
ass to
how
mouth.
hot he is. It's not
No
happening.
ass to mouth. No ass to mouth.
Anal makes you want to cry.
Why?
Well, I was just going to.
You're doing it wrong then.
He had something to say about
I
that.
feel
We'll
so
just-
bad for the girl. No, I've never done anal. I will never touch anal, only because of the fact that I feel bad for the girl. So I would never, ever touch anal.
I don't want to talk about this.
Go for it.
Let's talk about anal. Yeah,
No, go ahead. It's okay. I don't take nothing to offense.
Chris, hold on a minute.
No, I don't have any qualms about talking about it. But the thing is, you have to know what you're doing. It's not like you can just throw it in there. That's painful,
Yeah,
But
no, I
there's-
haven't done it before, so I wouldn't know.
My point is, there's a way to do it where it's pleasurable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
See, I
don't-
didn't know that. I always thought it would hurt the girl that
It
she
would
was just
if
doing it to
ABC.
say, okay.
It can, Chris. It
So,
can.
so my suggestion would, if both parties are open to it or whatever. First of all, I wouldn't attempt it until after she's had a vaginal climax, because it'll be a lot
of
more
course.
relaxed. Number one, and number two,
For sure. No, I'm clapping. That's me clapping.
Then use both hands, not on that, because that's going right through the floor.
Doesn't matter.
And another thing that helps is when you're just starting by teasing her ass, continue stimulating her clit.
Yeah.
As you're slowly entering, but the thing is,
Yes,
be
yes, yes.
careful of what you're feeling for is the tension in her ass muscles. Okay, so at
So
first
don't
it's going to
let
be
it too
super tight.
tense, right?
At first it's going to be super tight, and the only thing you need to do is help her relax. So that's a little clit stimulation and a little, and gently with lube, going in a little, and then as soon as you feel her kind of relax a little, then you go in a little more. And then
Yeah, but if I
in and
have to
out
relax
more.
her,
But
why
it's
do I
really
want
small
to do
movements.
it?
I'm sorry?
If I want to relax her, why do I have to do it if she's not relaxed?
I'm assuming she's new
Get
at
her there.
No,
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's new at this because that's a factor too.
Yeah. Wait, you don't want to just go
If someone's a seasoned person, they know what they need to do to their own body to get it relaxed. but if someone's new,
yeah.
if someone's new at it, then
You just can't jam it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to.
Yeah,
be a
because
workup
a
to
dry
it.
cock and the dry ass is not.
But even if it's
pleasurable.
properly lubed, if there's any element of fear, but there could be curiosity, but worry, So
It's going to make a quick note
On
here.
both parties.
Randy's enjoying the night. Wow.
Yay,
We took
Randy.
premonitions, divorce, scooping up dog shit, and anal. All within the last fucking hour. New level, I think.
it's all connected.
Randy,
all
are you
connected.
having a good night? We are all over the place.
Oh,
Well, she's having a night.
Well, thankfully I have the right questions,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bumpa has a list. He has
So
some
this
piece
is
of
for
paper.
Byron. Melanie from Delaware wants to know Byron's favorite position and why.
All right.
There's a look of pain on his face.
It's a normal look.
So, Many people have heard the doggy style.
Yeah,
I can't look at
okay,
you.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll look away so you stop blushing.
Do you have
If you
a?
look
Do you
at-
have an
you gotta
altered?
say
Do you have an
he
altered
owes you
position
money.
of a similar?
There's an
a modified.
altered, a modified version where the girl's hips are lifted up slightly, legs are closed, and you push in from behind. It reaches all kinds of areas if you have the right shaped equipment.
Okay.
You have like
What's the right-shaped equipment?
If you have the
Slightly
U-turn, yeah. If you have the U-turn, it ain't working. It's gonna keep on. It'll be like, oh, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. Oh, no, that's not working. But if you have just right, and you can hit the G spot, and then if you're talented enough and able to hold yourself up with one hand, you're able to stimulate the clit while you're doing that. Or you take both your hands on the small of the back and just don't rush into anything either. Never rush in because
only fools rush in.
That's right. Speed kills.
But I think the thing to know is that her legs would be closed, not open around yours.
Oh, that was a big burp.
That was a juicy one there. But,
healthy,
So,
a healthy
what's
release.
funny is that I recently was with someone that I've never had him do missionary with me. I've always been the cowgirl, and all of a sudden, he decided to do missionary with me.
Okay.
And it was super amazing. And I was questioning him. I was like, what made you change your thoughts, your theory about our positioning and whatnot? And finally, I guess he felt comfortable. And
It's an energetic exchange. I mean,
it's weird. After like so many times, it finally changed. I'm like, hello. Regardless of this or that or
Brandy, good night.
whatnot. What?
Brandy's checking out. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
Brandy,
sorry.
have a
Good
good night. Thank you for listening.
Bye, Brandy. Love
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you for coming in tonight. You were amazing, and we missed you, and I'm glad you found us.
Yeah, we'll be off in just a few more minutes, Brandy. But,
So look for us again during the week, not necessarily on the weekend because of work constraints and
Work.
Yeah, work sucks. But
but
anyway,
thank you for enjoying the box of chocolates.
Oh.
That is
But yeah, so I'm going back to my thing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited as to what I've experienced, and I've lost train of thought. Help me out. That's all I have because I'm done. I'm a ding dong.
Tiger Lily says we all have things we're shy about. Takes time and caring
Exactly.
to work through
Yes. Yes.
it. Brandy said, "Love you too. Chin up, lady. You will be all good. You will get through this."
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
You're doing.
And
It's
my
better than
Wicked
trying.
Pissa boys are very supportive and very helpful and very nice guys, like my BFFs. They are taking care of their girl and very kind and
And I want to say something on behalf
gentleman-like.
of everybody else.
Yes.
That you're surrounded by a lot of people who love you, and
Thank you.
I can understand why sometimes you might not reach out, in dark times, but just know that it's actually a compliment. Don't feel like you're burdening your friends by reaching out, because it is actually a compliment. Like if you were to reach out to me and say, "Tiff, I'm having a tough time with this, blah, blah, blah," I would feel honored that, and it's a form of respect towards me. So my point is, don't feel like you're burdening other people by reaching out.
I have been. I have felt that.
I'm
Tiff.
calling you out.
Tiff. No, Tiff, you're saying something that's 100% true. I've ignored, and I don't want to use the word ignored. I see every Facebook message I get. Of course I do. Jesus Christ, I'm a social media maven. I see every Facebook message.
When she has her glasses on.
This is just such a fucked up time, Tiff, that it's a roller coaster.
And you're allowed. by the way,
It's a crazy,
to be human.
It's a crazy roller coaster.
Yep.
And
the thing about roller
I
coasters
hate
is many people fit on that ride.
I hate my show being attacked, and that's been a big part recently. Is the show. You know, these guys were gracious enough to allow me, knowing a lot about me. They hesitated for a long time to allow me into their show. And I'm super grateful, and I'm super loving and respectful to them. And I hate bringing this high school drama to it, but they've been very supportive of me, and so I thank them and love them both. Thanks, guys. It's just crazy. Life is just fucking crazy. Life is not like a box of chocolates. It's
Well, you never
fucking
know what you're
crazy.
gonna get.
It is fucking crazy. Things you think are gonna work out X, Y, and Z don't fucking work out X, Y, and Z. They work out A, B, Q.
I like the John Lennon's quote on that.
Yes.
That life is what happens when you're making other plans.
Oh yeah.
No one can't
I
relate
didn't
to
know
that.
that. You know,
I
it's
actually live
it's
my
fucked
life
up.
by that.
Life will be perfect for on 9 a.m. Monday, and by like 3 p.m. Monday, it's you fucking cunt. It's just ugh. So whatever.
It's reflection on them, not you, hon. Remember that.
You know what? I'm gonna take 50% of the responsibility. Regardless of what my friends say, regardless of whatever is true to form, I'm going to take half the blame, no matter what. So whatever. It is what it is. So, hello, yay, whatever. So, with that being said, I am going to hug my...
What is that?
It's a sugar
Day
skull
of the
guy.
Dead doll.
It's Day of the Dead doll. My...
Slender Man Sugarhead.
And he's in a
Just keep looking at
tuxedo. He's in a tuxedo, and he's about 1 foot 2 feet inches. And I'm gonna give him a kiss and let you guys continue with the show.
That's what she said.
She gonna hug her Byron.
Oh my God, Chris is still on the line.
You
Oh, I thought you left.
No,
Sorry, I know. I
Chris
feel like
is
I'm
a
annoying you
trooper,
guys.
baby.
No, man,
No.
it's perfect. We love it.
You're contributing.
Yeah.
Just feel bad that you've been like kind of in timeout there.
Listening to my bullshit. He's listening to my bullshit.
No, he's kind of like another part of the show, and just chime in his 2 cents here and there. That's great.
Yeah, I know how it is and what a show's like, and I'd rather the host take over the show, and I'll just sit back, and whenever I feel like commenting when you guys aren't, I will.
Perfect.
Thanks, baby.
Cool.
So, I still have another question.
Okay.
You believe it?
More.
Love it.
There's
So
more.
this one comes from Carla in Tennessee.
Yeah, right. I think this is all
Carla.
fabricated.
No. This is not my question. No, this is definitely
It's
not my
fabricated.
question. No, it's not my question.
Totally is.
My boyfriend is too nervous to tie me up. He's afraid to hurt me. What do I do? How do I address
Ooh,
that?
I get a good one for that. Oh, sorry, that's your question.
The boyfriend is afraid. Communication
Why
is
he
key.
afraid?
Communication is key.
Exactly.
You have to talk about it. The whole thing is it's just like the anal thing. You have to have a plan before you go in, and that's not a pun.
Safe word. Safe word.
I don't get
And-
that fucking safe word shit.
No is the safe word. Come on.
What's the safe word?
The safe word's no. In my world.
I know.
Exactly.
I know why that doesn't work for
Tiffany,
other
exactly.
people. I do know why that doesn't work for some people.
I don't like
but-
that. Don't touch me there.
Yeah, but see, that's
no.
not. I've had a girlfriend that, when you're doing things to her, she says no.
Right, and that's part of the play.
Right. So, you want me to stop?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say no for?
Right. Well, I don't like to blur the lines there. But to answer the question that people forget, quick release. Like, if whatever you're binding her with, make it something that she can break out of if she wants to, if he feels unsure of that.
So
it would be like a
handcuffs
single, right.
No, okay.
Well, you can do handcuffs, just not tightened all the way.
Yeah, enough so you can still slip it out.
Right.
Or if you're tying with like rope or something, just one knot. Don't double tie it. So if there's any insecurity, make it so that she's still bound technically, but can get out if she wants to.
Right. Yes.
I have an answer for everything.
Fucking thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What was that shit? Just ask...
Tiffany's Epiphanies is what I was calling it.
What?
You just abused my boyfriend. My skeleton guy boyfriend.
No, it's not over there. Don't worry. Dumped right on me.
What are you looking for?
Oh, well, then that's okay.
My lap.
I have melted chocolate on my fingers, and Bumpa violated my sugar skull boyfriend.
Because your sugar skull knocked my fucking beer over.
My sugar skull boyfriend. You are jealous of him.
Yes.
Tell me the truth.
Yes.
You know it. He is special to me, and you're jealous of him.
Oh, shit.
He was feeding me chocolate.
Special.
Like, dude, I want
I'd be so damn late for work tomorrow.
Ding dong. That's all I'm saying.
I know, me too.
Right.
I'm trying not to think about
What?
work.
What?
Yeah.
Chris?
So I went to, he brings up a good point. We got
What?
work tomorrow. And,
Yes. Okay. Good.
That's
Thank
what she
you,
said.
Bumpa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because your girls gotta get up at 6 a.m.
Chris, man, thanks for joining us.
Chris, we
Thank
love you. You know we do.
And you're always
especially
welcome to
me,
give us
baby.
a call in, brother, and join us.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It was great talking to you guys and Patty and
Chris, I hope you know I love you, baby.
It's been a lot of fun.
and all you ladies and guys and everything. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
You better
And all
call
your
back
advice
next week,
and
baby.
everything else.
All right,
Love
man.
you.
Thanks, Chris. Have a good night.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right.
We will. Bye, babe.
All right.
All right, that was Chris out there in Jersey. It has been show number 96, an enlightening and interesting
Oh, it's the
couple
reverse
of
of
hours.
69. Who's doing the reverse of 69 tonight?
What a mixed bag.
No, Patty's humping the table now. You
I
gotta
am.
stop
I
that.
got my sugar skull, and I'm hopped up on chocolate.
But I'd love to extend the invite to Tiff to join us again.
I'd love to.
This is great.
Tiff, please
You
do.
definitely add a lot more content.
I'll give you at least a day's notice, babe.
With the things I could do with more notice, trust me, you're in good hands.
Well, we definitely,
Both literally and figuratively.
So next week might be anywhere between a Tuesday to Thursday.
That's
Just
perfect. Because outside of Tuesday to Thursday is a mess. Well, I shouldn't say a mess, just busy.
Well, I don't know. I don't know when I
Planner.
send out a schedule.
That's all right. As long as I know it will be between Tuesday and Thursday, I'll
It's right,
prep it.
right, B.
That's right. From all of us here at the Wake Up Business Show, I'm Byron.
I'm Bumpa.
I am Patty Cakes.
And our special guest tonight,
Tiffany.
We'd like to thank you all.
Listen to that excitement, Tiffany.
We'd like to thank you all for listening.
Thanks,
also,
guys.
we want to say hi to a Turning Point. We want to say the Huber Experience, Black Dog Radio Show, and the Caramel Conservative.
Snarky.
And,
Snarky
of course,
with her hot tits, her hot cleavage.
omnipresent Snarky of Oz. You-
I'll be biting on her cleave soon.
You're drooling on the mic.
You've been listening to the Wicked Pisses Show. We're a Studio 5 production.
For sure.
Don't say it's over until it's over. Look at what we've done. It takes a lifetime to have such a good time. Well, we're having so much fun. Don't say you're with me.
The Wicked Pisser Show is not responsible for erections lasting more than 4 hours or for blindness from squirting semen. And stupidity is your own fucking fault, and if you get laid tonight or a blowjob, you're welcome. This awesome fucking show is a Studio 5 production.